Kuna, hold on. Kuna, you won the Swell Grand Prix. Thank you for subscribing. Hi, guys. It's... you can hear me, yes? Sorry, I really meant to go live earlier. And was to be live earlier. Yes, I know the mic cut out. It's fine. New mic is still coming, Chad. Hello. I did mean to go live earlier. I wasn't live earlier because I went and saw Predator Badlands. And then I made the mistake of walking around the mall for a second. I also forgot today was Veterans Day. And I was like, God, the mall is really busy for a Tuesday. Can't find parking. There's so many people. And then I went to get a pretzel because I sneak a pretzel into the movie theater. And the girl checking me out was also like, I don't know. Mischievous won. Hold on. You also won the Swell Grand Prix. Thank you for subscribing. Kuna, did you subscribe? The answer, yes. Yes? No, you reached a streak. I'm sorry. You did not subscribe. You reached a streak. You're already subscribed. Apologies, Kuna. On the Twitch end of things, on the Twitch chat, it looks exactly the same. And then I looked off to the side and I realized you logged first, and then Mischievous One subbed. Thank you for subscribing. So, no, I got a streak. Okay. On my end, it looks exactly the same alert. And then, so I'm like, the girl giving me my pretzel was like, I'm bad with dates. I don't know. And then her friend that was a coworker was like, it's Veterans Day. And we're both like, oh. And then the girl who was checking me out did not put my sweet glaze that I paid for in my bag. And I didn't realize until I was already inside the movie theater. So I don't think she's just not paying attention to the calendar. I think she's not paying attention to a couple of things. Alas, it's fine, but I would have liked my sweet glaze. But yeah, no, the mall I went to was insane. I was like, don't kids have school? And then I was like, oh yes, a holiday. It was just the Marine birthday. It's Veterans Day. No, I got a streak. Was it good? Guys, I loved Predator Badlands. I loved it. I liked it a lot. It was very fun. Okay, also, this is my new goddaughter. Let me show y'all. Let me show you guys Bud. This is Bud. This is not a spoiler. This is Bud. Focus. Focus on my goddaughter. This is Bud. This is my new goddaughter. Be nice to her. This little freak. This is my goddaughter. Okay? I love her. I can't tell you anything more about her because it's a spoiler. But I love her. Okay? I thought it was I really liked it. And everyone who's being a piss baby about it, and the style of the Yautja, I keep doing that. Thank you for following. The style that they went with for the main Yautja Dax, it is intentional. It's part of the story. He looks the way that he does. He's smaller than other Yautjas on purpose. That's the whole point. It's literally in the first open it it's a whole thing. He's the runt of the litter. It's the whole point of the movie. The plot doesn't happen if he is not the runt of the litter. If he if he's not smaller. That's kind of the whole point. And people are pissing me off about it on Twitter now. Now that I've actually seen the movie, I'm 90% all the people bitching about it on Twitter have not actually seen it. It's been very successful. My theater was sold out. My theater was packed. So, I missed it. What is the context? The context is Predator Badlands. I liked it a lot, and people are being bitches about it on Twitter. A lot of people really like it. The fact that it's so funny because there's a Yautja and a synth, okay? God, what did they name the synth? There's Tessa, and then there's another one. Hold on. Tasia? No. Tasia? That isn't, no. I need to get better with names, chat. This is actually a problem. Hold on. It's my worst quality. My dad is the same way. Thea. Okay. So, it's all for the grift. Is it? I don't think it's for the grift. I think men do just hate women. I do think it's that, unfortunately. Because I saw one tweet that was wild saying that this was the feminization agenda. Dax looking the way that he does is part of the The feminist. Sorry, is it Dax or Deck? See, I'm gonna do this like a deck. Deck, not Dax. I really need to be better at names. I watched this movie within the last 2 hours, chat. How do I already blank on the names? That's really bad. That's like I can remember niche SpongeBob lore that from episodes that I watched when I was fucking 5, okay? And yet I can't remember the names of a fucking character in a movie I watched 2 hours ago. That's crazy. That's a problem. That's really bad. I need to work on that. I don't know how to deal with that. But no, they called it the feminization agenda. That's what some guy was bitching about on Twitter. The way that Dex looks, they said that that's part of the feminization agenda. As if it's not the plot of the fucking movie of why he's smaller and doesn't look as bulked out as the rest of Predators. That's kind of the point. A Predator with pulled back dreads looks cool to me. And Wayland Yutani being involved sounds so good. Dude, they did it fucking it was awesome. I fucking loved it, okay? The design, this is part of the plot. So Deck, to prove himself to his clan, wants to kill an unkillable monster, the Kalisk. The Kalisk. I'm gonna do that again. The Kalisk, okay, on the planet Genna, okay? So he goes. The Kalisk looks fucking sick as fuck, chat. Looks so cool. It has kind of a chimera look to it in a sense. Like, that's the best way I can describe it to you without giving you like an actual image. Like lots of variety in the style of the design. It looks super sick. It's cool as shit. Men do not understand short kings. He's still fucking gigantic. That's the thing too. It's like, you guys are so fucking bitch made. God. Also, no one wants whimsy. No one wants variety. Like, Trachtenberg clearly loves this franchise and clearly loves the Yucha. Like, and so, yes, it makes sense to like round out the series and focus on a variety of different types of Yucha and Predator, etc., and different planets and shit. And yet, dude, bros on Twitter are being bitches. Did you watch Killers of Killers? If not, it's worth it. I have not, but I did hear I need to watch it. I also never watched Prey, chat. I need to. I wanted to see it on a big screen, but I guess the biggest screen I'm going to get is my living room TV, which is a 60-inch. Thank you for the 100 bits, Retro. Thank you. Is Killer of Killers the animated one? Because I will say, if it is, the animated, whichever project was the animated one, when I was leaving the theater, a dad was there with his kids and was telling another dude, like, oh, did you see the animated show? It's incredible. Like, or whatever. He was talking about how good the animated project was. You need to watch Prey and do the Comanche dub if you can do subtitles. I'm good with subtitles. I don't mind subtitles at all. Side note, if you can watch, what's it called? If you can watch this movie, okay? And read the Yautja language on the screen the entire time, you can watch foreign films, just for the record. Don't let subtitles freak you out. You can watch foreign films with subtitles. It's all right. Okay? You will survive. Also, if you watch subbed anime, you can also watch foreign films, foreign movies, foreign projects. Okay? You can. It's all right. You'll be fine. I'm dyslexic and I can do it. Okay? Drew Bros only want to watch The Storming of Normandy for the 50th time in a row. Is the animated one? Yeah, and I loved it. Okay. One of my favorite movies is a foreign film. An actual cool, powerful, small man. Men do not understand short kings. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm saying it's literally the plot of the premise of the movie. He is the runt of the litter. That is how they get you in the theater. He is going on a hunt to win the respect of his clan. That is that's in every trailer. That's not a spoiler. That's how they're selling you the movie. And Gena's a sick planet. They really did a lot of cool stuff with the planet. Because I don't know about you guys. Okay, for myself, for any type of sci-fi type of movie, I love a more like fucked up forest planet, you know, with like a variety of like biospheres and such, than just like it's the desert. You know, like I like a fucked up biosphere, you know. Over the weekend, and she absolutely loved it. I've been on like a pretty good streak of movies lately. Okay, so I saw Frankenstein, loved it. Saw, what else did I see? I saw Shelby Oaks. I liked it a lot. Things I would tweak. Attempt like, but for like a first movie, for like a first time movie from a first time director, I think it's a fairly solid project. This movie was solid. Did I see any? Have I talked about any others recently, chat? I don't think I've seen any. I tried to start watching The Hand That Rocks the Cradle on Hulu. I paused it. I gotta just commit to it. I gotta sit down. I did. Oh wait, no. You know what? I did watch The Woman in Cabin 10 on Netflix. Horrible movie. Really bad. Not good. I didn't like it. A foreign film without subtitles they don't understand and are going completely off vibes. Honestly, sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do it. One of the things I love about Prey is that the main character kind of ducks at being a hunter at first. Like she's not just one amazing at everything. That's cool. I always like that. Amelie and He Loves Me Not are two of my favorites. Nice. Amelie is incredible. Oh, I have watched shows with no subtitles because they don't have subtitles, but I like the vibe of the show. Yeah. I can't hear without subtitles anymore. Captions. Subtitles, I think, I think the proper phrasing is captions are just like the words in the language that you are listening to is the captions. And then subtitles are, it's like in your language that you speak with the language of what is being spoken, not being actually something you can understand. Does that make sense? I'm like that with Chinese rap at the moment. That's fair. Oh, I have watched shows with no subtitles. I have never once understood a K-pop song in my life, chat. J-pop, K-pop, I've never once understood it. I could look up the lyrics. I don't think I'm meant to. Let's see. But I liked the movie a lot, chat. I really recommend it. And yes, I will go back and watch the other projects. So no subtitles on. I feel like that with a lot of Japanese city pop. I don't understand what's being said, but it's vibes. I watched Sinners in original sound and with Serbian subtitles. None of those are my language. Sinners is one of those movies though, like that is so stunning. You know what movie I actually would really want to watch again with like no audio, and that sounds counterintuitive because it is a very music focused movie, is Soul. Did you guys watch Soul, the animated project? It has some of the like the things that they do with the animation and light on the instruments in that project alone are stunning. Like I wish that's one of those movies that I wish I could watch again for the first time, and I wish I could have seen that in theaters because that was a COVID release. Yes, that was a COVID release, I believe. And so I watched it on my laptop screen. And that's one of those. I wish I could have seen that for the first time in a theater, honestly, because incredible things done with the animation in that project. The jazzy one, yeah. Also, I am very glad that I went and saw Frankenstein in theaters before it came out on Netflix, because I knew people were going to try and convince me that Frankenstein was not good once it hit Netflix. You know what? As someone that loves Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, okay, I can appreciate Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. I've talked a lot about adaptations and things like that. My main thing with adaptations is I want adaptations made by people that actually like really love and respect the source material, but I am fine with it not being a one-to-one adaptation. You know what I'm saying? If you want, like, if you would like a one-to-one adaptation, make your own one-to-one adaptation. You know what I'm saying? It's not a one-to-one adaptation. I think the story that Guillermo del Toro went with and the vibes that Guillermo del Toro went with worked totally well. Atticus, wild first message. We were talking about none of that. Welcome in. I don't drink alcohol, and I like bats. So, what was the point of this? You actually, I might preemptively ban you, Atticus. You made your account 4 hours ago. I'm suspicious. Why? Tell me why I shouldn't ban you. Tell me why. 4 hours old account? I'm sus. See, Mitchell's versus the Machines in theaters. That was such a good movie. Left in it. It's great. Drop off bat facts onto the next stream. Okay, have fun, Atticus. Just so you know, your account being super new looks sus. I would recommend to start with a hi first, so that that's flagged as your first message, and then do bat facts. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the knowledge, because we do love math and not math. We love science and facts here and theory. But I do recommend starting with a hi, because then it won't flag the big text message. Because flagging a first chat message with that looks suspicious. Because then I clicked your account and saw you to 4 hour old account. He's fully gone. He's not in chat anymore. Batman. Batmath. On what platform? What do you mean? Unhinged. I guess we learned something about bats. I need more lore from Sinners. Like, how would the musical connection to the other side work? Who was the first vampire trying to contact? More lore, please. What do you mean the first vampire? Who was he trying to contact? If you watch the movie, I feel it's pretty clear. The first vampire, or are you talking about Remick? The guy you were suspicious about. Oh, on Twitch. You're good. Someone came onto Twitch chat and dropped a bat fact that explained tequila. Cool. And I was like, that's really random and has nothing. When I saw the first message block of text, I was like, I'm not reading that out loud. I am a seasoned internet user. Noted. Thank you for the advice. Okay, cool. Have fun, Atticus. No, I need more information about the Native American hunters. Oh, okay. Oh, that's you, Kuna. I would like to see a different. I think having them leave and not come back, the Native American hunters, I think is actually a very great, because it like leaves you wondering of like, okay, one, they knew exactly what the fuck they were dealing with, and two, they were like, it's daytime, the sun's going down, not our fucking problem anymore. Or, you know. You never read a big block of text out loud at first. It could be anything, yeah. The first vampire being chased by Native Americans. That was Remick. That was Remick. Same guy. The house that he went into was the clan. That's that's the husband and wife that he then turned and went to the juke joint with. That's Remick. It's all the same vampire. He wasn't trying to turn anyone at the jump. He was trying to survive because they were hunting him. It's really fucking, yeah, they did their best. They were like, we really hope you didn't fucking let him inside. God help you. Like, good luck. No, this is not Buffy. This is Sinners. Which, if you haven't seen Sinners, you need to watch Sinners. I will force Sinners onto everyone. Is it a horror film? It's, I would say it falls more under creepy than horror. Like, yes, it is horror, like, as the genre. But if you're thinking that it's, like, jump scary horror, like scary movie, I don't think so. But it's definitely, like, capital H horror. You know what I'm saying? I think it's really well done. I just want more lore. That's fair. I don't love horror films. It's a genre film. Okay, I've got time for that. So where do I get the stream it or get it for free? It is currently on HBO Max. HBO Max. Frankenstein is on Netflix. Apparently there's another Dracula movie coming out, which I did not know about. Where was that? I think I saw it. Hang on. I think I bookmarked it on Twitter. We have another. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I think I bookmarked the tweet. Oh, there's also a couple of games that I saw that are like spooky games that I will be downloading soon. But today we're just yapping. Okay, some people recommending Penny Dreadful. No? Nowhere else? Okay, I did not bookmark it apparently. I have one job when I'm on Twitter, and that's to bookmark things that are important. And yet, The Bride is coming out early next year, I believe. That is another Frankenstein's monster, The Bride of Frankenstein, from Maggie Gyllenhaal. So I am intrigued by that. I am excited for that one. Let's see. Let's see. Dracula, A Love Tale? Yes. French Gothic romance and romantic fantasy film. Why are you my blurry? Why am I blurry? Okay, clearly that's as good as it's gonna get. Based on the shorts, there's more romance in Dracula. Maggie Gyllenhaal doing The Bride, some more Frankenstein at some point. Ad blind. Lando is winning it, right? No. Listen, I'm gonna make him work for it. I'm gonna make Oscar work for it. Also, it has become mathematically impossible, chat, for even if Oscar wins the last 3 races. If Lando comes in second, Lando will still win. Which, oh God, I, if it does come down to that, if Lando still wins by 1 point and Oscar comes in second, like, I really am not looking forward to the discourse for like the next 4 months before the next season. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Oscar needs to win and Lando needs a DNF to get Oscar to win. Max needs to outperform both of them at this point, I believe. Based on the shorts. I was more focusing on the true star Yuki Bear. Yes. The camera loves Yuki Bear, clearly. Okay, I'm not going to do it. but this was my this is how dramatic I was going to be, chat. I think I told you guys about this yesterday. My plan was at some point this week, I was going to board Hermes for one night, which this was the deal breaker. Having to board Hermes again was the deal breaker for me, okay? Drive at the ass crack of dawn to Vegas. Wait in line at the Las Vegas hub. Film, because content for Girly Pop Go. And get Hello Kitty F1 Academy collab, okay? And then drive home that same day. So that I didn't have to compete with F1 Academy, with Hello Kitty resellers. However, I have decided not to do that because that's insane. And honestly, I don't want to have to drive to Vegas again when I'm already going to have to do it next week. So I'm not going to do it. I'm also not fucking flying. I'm not flying fucking anywhere right now. My dad had to fly to Monterey to go meet his girlfriend and then drive back with her. Insane. I actually am irritated that he did that right now. So I will wait. I'm probably going to go out next week on Tuesday. I will try and go early when I get out there and just hope that the sweatshirt I want, the plushie I want, and the dog harness I want. Because Hermes in the Hello Kitty F1 Academy dog harness, I don't care if people are going to think he's a girl. It's going to be cute, and I'm going to get it. There was no online drop for the plushie, Kuna. They lied. I'm telling you. I think it was a partial drop. I don't think it was a full drop. The rollout's been weird. They're doing everything in the hub. There might be more things online at the end, but for the most part, I think it's going to be in store mainly. Josh said something I agreed with for once. Piastri kind of suddenly forgotten how to drive. I find it quite. You guys know my tinfoil hat theory, because I love mess, is that, you know, McLaren's doing some shenanigans with Oscar's car. That's. I don't think he's doing it every weekend, but I think some weekends they're fucking with his car just a little bit. Mainly because I'm messy and I want mess. And it's funny. I want a good scandal. Right now we're getting a lot of like sports cheating, rigging of games. We got like 2 pitchers from the MLB that are like being indicted, I believe, for like rigging of games. They're being investigated, throwing pitches and shit like that while being involved in sports betting. Bunch of bullshit. I want real mess, you know. I want a sabotage rumor that's not just rooted in gambling, you know. I've gotten used to the camera at this point. I'm used to this camera at this point. We're stuck with it. I ordered the new mics. Those are the important thing. Hopefully they come. They may come when I'm out of town, chat. So we may have to deal with that. Hermes. Why are we barking? I want a Ferrari coup. I think if this keeps up, we might get actual punches thrown in the paddock by the end of the season. I think that's where we're heading to. Hermes, come on, Bubbas. It's okay. It's okay. Bubbas. Let's see. I don't know. I think Lewis could throw a punch or two. However, I feel like Charles is scrappy. He's an engaged man now, you know? He would like to be world champion on top of being a married man. You know what I'm saying? And like, he has given most of his professional career now to Ferrari for very little to show for it, unfortunately, with Ferrari, especially this year. And we've got these fucking comments coming out of it. And it's like, I don't know, you know, like, my friend and I were talking, we can see Lewis doing a 2027 return to Mercedes. Also, we have an quote atmospheric river coming back to SoCal. Coming back to California. It's supposed to hit NorCal tomorrow and SoCal Thursday. I got a weather test alert that was just a test, which tells me they think the storm is going to be really, really bad. So that's fun. California does not handle extreme rain well, chat. So would they take him back? Depends. It really depends. I think they would take him back for simply the PR of taking him back. I'm picturing like the prodigal son returns. An icon reopens a door. You know, like I am picturing like an insane, like, our hope has returned home, you know. I'm gonna get my 8th, you know, that's what I'm picturing in my brain, okay? The horse couldn't handle the goat, you know? like I don't know. Like, use Lewis to mentor Timmy. I low-key think, chat, that George was going to be the one that was going to be dropped. And that for 2025 initially, it was going to be Lewis and Kimmy. But Lewis decided to leave first because he had already lost faith in the team. I think that he was going to drop. I think Toto was going to drop George. Oh, you guys, I think they want to drop George fucking yesterday. I think they want to get rid of George so fucking badly. Not to give George shit, but like, Hermes, what are we doing? Come up here. Hermes. Bubbas. What it's like when your team doesn't support you. He's not learning that now. He knew that at Mercedes. He had lost faith in Mercedes. He completely lost trust in Mercedes. Fully. Towards the end. He remembers that. Let's not do recency bias. Mercedes was fucking weird as shit last season, guys. That was weird. They were weird. They were very weird once he started announcing he was leaving. There were multiple bullshit strategy calls where Lewis is like, what the fuck are you doing? It was super weird. He's feeling like it's deja vu right now at Ferrari. He rolled out the red carpet, and then it was like, oh, so that was bullshit. The same way it was the same way when he was leaving, when every dream needs a team, as if, you know, Lewis wasn't the fucking goat on his own. Hermes, what are we doing? Come on. Can you come to work? Can you stop trying to get on the counter? Come on. Come upstairs. Come on. Come on. Come to work. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Go to work. Mr. Producer. We're never at the right time. Yeah. No, I don't think he knew it was going to be bad. I don't think you make a move like this because you knew it was going to be bad. I think he, one, wanted a fuckload of money and they offered him that. I think he really I think he really respected Fred, and Fred fully got him in the door. And I think there's been issues at Ferrari for a long time that Lewis was like, I don't doubt that Fred was like, we are going to ignore the issues that are happening now. We're going to have a different car. We're going to fix this. Don't worry about it. Like, it's going to be a totally different thing. And then it's not, because there is an internal issue with the team and the culture at Ferrari. I think that's a whole big deal. Was in the garage during Le Mans. He looked so mystified to see a Ferrari outfit that knew what they were doing. Every driver needs a team slogan. It's so dumb. Especially because he's alluding that he decides the length of his contract. Yeah. No, I think he fully knew. I think he was hoping that it was going to be good. I think, yeah, he thought it was going to be iconic, obviously. Ferrari has been after Lewis for years. That's not new information. Fred just made it more public that he wanted Lewis, you know. The same way there's other drivers, there's other team principals that joke about wanting Oscar, which if I'm Oscar right now, especially if Oscar ends up losing the championship by 1 fucking point to Lando, if I'm Oscar, I'm calling everybody. I'll be like, what do you... I will come to your team for a corn chip. Just let me curb stomp the papayas. Don't have contracts yet. Yeah, I'm fairly certain. It sounds like, chat, I think they might drop Lawson. I'm worried about Yuki, but I kind of think they might drop Lawson. I think Isaac's on lock. Isaac's got a podium. I think Isaac's locked in. Isaac has just continued to improve when he's in the right car, you know, with the right car setup, the right track. I think another year will be good for him. I think Isaac's probably going to get moved up to Red Bull. I think they're going to move up Arvid. And then I think they're probably going to put... I don't think they'll drop both of them, but they could drop both of them. But I think they're going to... here's my reason of why I think they're going to keep at least one established team on each team for Red Bull and VCARB. With the new regulations coming in, okay, you're going to need someone who is familiar with the old car and the new car to be able to articulate what's working and what's fucking not. If you just bring in 2 new rookies to do VCARB with just rookies, it's not going to work, okay? Especially because if they're, 1, competitive with each other because they're both rookies on the same team, 2, they're just trying to keep their seat. They may not be as honest about issues with the car. So you need someone who's already like, everyone's already going to be worried about losing their fucking seats at these teams. That's aside from Max. That's a given, okay? But if you have someone that's at least familiar with the car and knows how to communicate with the team already, that's better. So I think they're going to keep Liam or Yuki. I don't think they're going to drop them both. But internally, it kind of looks like they like Yuki a little bit more. Reserve driver. There's talk of him talking to a IndyCar team. Yuki would go with Honda, but Honda is with Aston Martin. Right, which I think 2027 there could be a spot for Yuki. But even then, I don't see... They wouldn't have the contractual obligation to keep Yuki. But the contractual obligation they had with Liam to not lose Liam has not paid off well for them. Keeping Liam and even ousting Daniel for Liam has not paid off well for them. Not really. So I don't know. I think they might keep Yuki because Yuki has a pretty dedicated fan base, you know? Yeah, they have a new reserve driver for Aston Martin. They have Jack Crawford. Yes, Jack Crawford went to Aston Martin for reserve. Hi, Bubbas. Hello. Hello. What did you do when I was watching Yucha, like, decimate things? What were you doing? He's probably sleeping. I don't know if he's ready. Can we see your baby? Come here. You want to see the baby? They want to see the baby. You want to see the baby? One of these days, watch me just come over with like a real human child one day. Hello. Be like, guys, this is Hermes and it's like a real human baby. And I'll just act like it's the exact same. Hello. I don't think he likes the boom arm. I need to get him like a nice seat back here that he can sit on. I think that's what I need to do. But he loves the floor so much. Even on the couch. Like, he'll sleep on the couch, but he loves the floor. You know? Boop, 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 boop. Do you want to go down? Yes. Woof. Woof. What? 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 He's like, what are you doing? He is, baby. He is. Oh, gosh. Thank you guys for all being nice to all the raiders last night. I know that was a lot of people. We are not used to that quickly of a moving chat. I also dealt with that with no mods, chat. We had no mods in chat last night, and we had, I think, 1,800 people in chat at one point in total. So yeah, everyone. No, Bose is great. I love Bose. Bose and I have met at a couple of different YouTube events and stuff. Bose also does YouTube live streaming and things like that. Does a lot of like true crime coverage and things like that. But Bose is a sweetheart, and it was very nice of her to raid. I think we've raided her once or twice, but obviously our raids are baby raids compared to that. Yeah, no, the chat was super chill. My multi-chat though on here could not keep up with the chat at times. There'd be times where like this chat that you guys see on screen was going off, but like my multi-chat wasn't moving. And I was like, what? It was funny the raid happened, and then right after I lost power. Yeah, we had quite a few people in here last night. Let me see. Overview from yesterday. Yeah. Our average jumped very high. We got almost 160 new followers of that, which is nice. Much appreciated. And then you guys had a bunch of gifted subs because we did. I turned on the discount, which I think is off now. I can rerun the discount at some point. I have a couple more. I have till the end of December to use 70 hours of like 35% off 5 or more gifted subs chat, which I need to turn back on at some point. So November. Gosh, okay. I'm glad I'm back to streaming every day this week because my hours are sad already for this month. Stream manager. There we go. We did 4 hours last night though. That was pretty solid. We had like an average of like 600 for a while, and then it dropped down to like 230 or so, and then quite a lot of you stayed over onto YouTube, which right now we've got 13 concurrent viewers. What's poppin', YouTube chatters? But a lot, we got up to like I think 30-ish yesterday, which is pretty solid for the YouTube views. They all behaved. I know. Everyone was very polite. No one even like took advantage of the fact that we were like ranked really high or anything like that, which is nice. Woo, YouTube gang. Yeah, the ads were getting a little excessive. I feel like the ad breaks were getting way worse though while we were sorry, I just saw a tweet referencing Frankenstein and I got upset again. It was a tweet about the actual plot breaking down a scene, not complaining about it, but still. Twitch's ads are more obnoxious than YouTube, or at least it feels that way. I feel like the ad breaks are random. Yeah. It's gotten excessive, definitely. Let's see. Let's see. Like I said, I feel like YouTube recommendations have been really good lately. I really can't do ads. That's why I ask someone enough I sub. That's valid. So you like me enough? Is it spooky time? We can yap a little bit more. I'm trying to think of what else I can do. We had today's video, which is doing okay, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, would like it to do better, but alas. I mean, it's a shorter. That's over. Sometimes I make really long videos because I'm annoying, and then I make a shorter video, and then YouTube acts as if I've killed someone. Okay, so my watch time, chat, is 13 minutes. My average watch time. Okay, do you know how long the video is? Guess how long the video is. It is 22 minutes. That means it is over half the viewing experience, which is what you aim for. You aim to have a watch time that is at least like 60% of the video, which I would say that's pretty close to being 60%. Okay. That means it's a very good watch time because a lot of people watch a video for 30 seconds and click off. But YouTube, because it's lower than the fact that, because it's a 22-minute video and not a 30-minute video, YouTube is acting as if 13 minutes is a dog shit. Your average is 14. Yeah, I talk a lot. Fuck you. I just find that funny every time. I like the long videos. Vad, I wish I could sub. You can sub on, oh, on here. I see. Sorry. I was flip-flopping between YouTube and Twitch brain. I like the long videos. I yap a lot. You guys, some videos are just shorter than others. Like, I make long videos because I'm annoying. But, you know, some videos are just shorter than others. And this one, I'd rather have it be shorter than have me unnecessarily pad it with, like, extra filler shit, you know? I did not realize that I'm wearing the exact same shirt today as I was wearing when I filmed this video. Sorry, I just realized that. Oh, God. I just read a comment asking about my shirt. Hang on, let me answer this comment. All right. There are people who can talk for long periods of time and still actually say something of value. I mean, I talk for a long period of time and I feel I'm giving value. I just also acknowledge that I'm an annoying individual, you know? And like this filming of this video, I talked for over an hour and a half. I just trimmed out a lot of bullshit that I was like, this isn't necessary. Because, like, you can talk for a long time. It doesn't mean that it's necessary for this length of the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt I trimmed out things where I was like, I didn't need that. It's unnecessary. This doesn't add to the video. This is funny, but not funny enough, you know? We need a 4-hour video of Amanda discussing Frankenstein lore. I love when videos are at least 20 minutes because I can play it while watching. I mean, the video's 22 fucking minutes long, chat. Have I done anything under 20 minutes lately? Maybe the rock toss? 32. God, the alien lore video? I guess that makes sense. 32 minutes. Oh yeah, Scandal rocking the sports world was 15 minutes. Most of my videos, though, Bucked Off at Bull Riding was 19. Yeah, everything else has been 24 and longer lately. Oh, except for don't post your oh no, that's an old, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. I thought that one had 1,000 views. I'm like, that's not correct. That was 1,000 comments. Don't post your credentials was 17 minutes long, chat. And that was 281,000 views. So sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't when they're shorter. So we'll see. But most things are 24 minutes longer. Longer the video, better it does for my attention span. I mean, that's fair. I definitely think long form, the fact that you guys watch videos on YouTube at all, I think is good. I've been watching a lot of like hour plus long videos lately, it feels like. Oh, I saw this really funny. You know how we talk about spies sometimes, chat? We talk about like your FBI agents and like spies and things like that. We sometimes watch videos about like famous spies that like were exposed or got away without, you know, being arrested or anything like that. I saw a video today of someone who works in the government, and she was like, I know people joke about it, but like spies are a real thing currently. Like you do have to warn people about spies when you work in the government. Like be aware of people that are like super attractive approaching you. Like this is a real thing. Like full on, they will marry you. Like full on honeypots. Like that's a real thing. And then she was like, and it's crazy when you meet someone and then you meet their partner and you realize they married their spy. Like they didn't just like fall for the grift. Like they full on married their spy and had children with their spy. I'm going to miss their record crackles when the mic goes away. No, you won't. You joke. But if we have crisp audio, you know what? Maybe crisp audio is not the way to go. Maybe you guys won't know what to do with yourselves. You guys won't know what to do. Sorry, I saw another video about a spy, and then that made me think of that TikTok video I saw today. Because some dudes in particular, we're seeing this as well. There's reports of this in tech right now, chat, of high up people at Silicon Valley are having to be on the lookout for fucking spies because foreign countries with heavily competitive tech sectors to the United States are actually sending people, men and women, to try and seduce high performers at tech companies to get information. If at any point, if you marry and have kids with your spy, at what point do they stop spying? Often, my understanding is they don't until they just leave. There was a story. I was watching an episode of Who the Fuck Did I Marry, I think. And she was divorced and already had children and was going to church. And a guy had just moved to her town. And they got married very quickly. And he was a Cuban spy. And he fully sought her out to aid to his cover. Not even just like he thought she had access to anything. He married her and targeted her because she already had a family, and it would help his cover to like be more low key in the United States. She ended up suing the Cuban government for like fraud and being like, you sent this an agent of your country defrauded me, and he like fled the United States with like, and she had to get like an annulment. It was this whole thing, but she got like a fuckload of money apparently. Like she fully sued the Cuban government. In what year? This was I think she said it was the 80s. I think. I watched this episode a while ago. It's on Hulu, I think. Just look up Who the Fuck Did I Marry? It's like one of the first episodes. Love my FBI agent that's secretly watching me through my phone as I watch theme park videos. I feel like they're just as invested as me on why operations at Knott's is so slow. A Spy to Lovers, a book, would do very well on Book Talk, I feel. There was a woman spy in the United States government that was spying for Cuba. She had gotten pretty high up at the NSA, I believe, for the United States. And she tried to leave spying because she had fallen in love with a man at her work, and she was like, I want to leave spying behind, and they were like, no. We're a decade in, baby. You don't get to live a no. She ended up going to jail for a little bit and got out. I expected treason to have a higher, like she like led to people dying. Like she gave intel that led to death. Okay. Like I feel like treason has a higher sentence than that now, you know? Are you saying the Cold War was valid? No. Who is saying the Cold War? Are you saying valid or real? Is that what you're saying? Can take a lot of the heat off. Look, if a spy wants to go gay on me to increase their cover or get info from me, I don't know if I'd say no, LOL. I was just joking. People thought everyone was a spy. Oh, I see. I think the phrase valid is what threw me off. We watched that video. It's on here. I'll share the link with you guys so you guys can watch it if you want. Hang on. We already watched it. We watched it, so I don't want to rewatch it again. Yeah, the most dangerous female spy in history. This is from Newsthink. Let me give you guys the link if you guys want to watch it. She was operating. It's going to be in the Twitch chat. Sorry, YouTube. I can come bring it to y'all. God, this thing, why does it hate me? I swear to God. Nothing wants to let me share a link ever. How dare you? Okay, here YouTube. Giving y'all the link as well. But yeah, for 17 years she was operating as a spy. Just crazy. Links are dangerous. There could be spies behind them, true, but they're coming from me. And you're already watching me on the internet. So if you're irritated by a link I send you, I don't know what to tell you. People thought everyone was a spy. Like being a turncoat can take a lot of the heat off. I don't think she gave up anything though. Like she didn't like, she got caught. She didn't like turn herself in. She was full. It's crazy because she got away with so much. Her department was like doing investigations and someone was like, hey, I think it might be Anna. And they were like, no, there's no way this spy is a woman. We're not looking for a woman at all. Like just by being a woman. Misogyny is wild. Anyway, she's like, I think she's like still alive and living in Cuba now. How do we know you're not a spy? You don't. I could be playing the long con. I did ask a former CIA person if they would work with like if they would ever use a influencer as an operative, and they said the answer's not no, which sounds like a yes. I know you were trying to say sexism, but sexum sounds like something else. That's a yes. No, but we talked about this after this video, because you know how they talk about like the concept that like all of these Instagram models are like actually escorts, which I'm not going to lie to you, some influencers, some Instagram models, yes. All of them, absolutely the fuck not, okay? But there are some that prefer to go that route and they just keep it quiet, and that's their choice. However, I do think that there is a really cool spy story in there in which they use the cover of these are a bunch of Instagram models on a yacht traveling the world or whatever the fuck, when really they are spies for various governments. Like, I do think that's like I think there's something there that I want to write, you know? If they did spy history content. Sounds like an awesome Charlie's Angels. No, not Charlie's Angels, because I feel like that's like they sometimes played that role, but I think this would be like they are fully seen as like public figures as influencers when truly they are spies. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you could argue Charlie's Angels in the modern day, because the modern day Charlie's Angels was not good. Would be even better if they did spy history content. Let's see. It is cold. I want to turn off my AC, but I would have to go downstairs. Let's see. There's a comic called Gun Honey that's about a woman who uses her attractiveness to sneak weapons into restricted areas. That sounds okay. Influencer spies like that would be living some of the best spy life in history. Many years ago, I had a brief encounter with the more mundane kind. I doubt he was living the glamorous life. Yeah, a lot of like we watched this episode of Wired, the expert like spy questions, that the woman that was the former head of disguise at the CIA, I believe, and she talks about how most spies for the CIA are on a government salary. Foreign assets are where you can make a lot of money because the danger of the information that you are getting for the United States, the danger of the information you are getting for other countries. Like that's a foreign asset is usually someone that has defected from their country and is now working for the United States or for other countries, i.e. Anna defecting from the United States and working for Cuba. So that's where there's money. Unfortunately, I do still like the United States. Hey, Amanda. Hi. Wired had a video about the woman who was head. Yep. Yeah, no, it's the clergy media. Well, you would argue the media is journalism. Those are journalists. I am not a journalist. I have made that abundantly clear. Influencers, they often get classified as media, but that is different. We often fall under like a model contract in some capacity. Same with content creators. So, yeah. Also, again, Mr. Keith, this would be fictional. This would be fiction, you know? End up with the guy she fell in love with? No. Normally, when you find out that the woman that you have feelings for, I don't know. It never got brought up again in the video. I assume no. Yeah, the audio sucks, Percy, we know. New mic is coming. It's been ordered. The audio sucks. We don't know what's going on. We just assume that. I assume this mic is old and it has decided it's dead. I was given this mic in 2022. I believe it was gotten earlier than that. Hearing your Keurig story reminds me of Juicero. Oh, is that juicy thing? That was like a smart juicer or some shit? Like the Theranos of juice. Let's see. Okay. That's the thing that squeezes the bag of juice you put in it. Yes, that's all it does. That's all it does. Yeah, the Juicero couldn't actually make juice to its credit. It squeezed a bag. Just squeeze the bag. The Theranos of juice. That produces a macabre thought. Oh, God. I have a bag of chips that I got from an event last week that I didn't finish, so I'm going to finish this. I have another night of girl dinner because I went to the movies and I got a pretzel, and then it's my birthday month. So for the month of November, I got a large popcorn and a large soda for free, comped because of my membership. So I got that. So I'm like weirdly full, but I ate at like 2. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not hungry for dinner. You know what I'm saying? I can also squeeze a bag, yep. All right, spooky videos, or you guys want to keep talking about spy stuff? Okay, well, technically, I have in fact been a spy before, but not for what you would think. I've definitely talked about this before online. I don't know when. Do you guys want the story of how I was a spy in high school? So my official title was not spy, it was scout, because that's what was allowed. This is now almost over 10 years old, so I think the high school sports will allow it now. So my junior year, I was in a film class. It was the first year they'd done a film class at my high school, and I loved it. But I didn't have a job yet, because I wasn't allowed to work at any point in this time. And I walk into class one day, and on the board is job for student, $20 an hour, like filming for the baseball team or whatever. Okay. And I was like, I'll do it. Like, I need a job. They were like, do you have a car? And I was like, I have someone that can drive me. Okay. What it was is my film teacher was also one of the coaches for the school's baseball team. Okay. And basically, my job for the season was to go to multiple different schools' games before our school was supposed to play them and film the entirety of their games so that they would know how they played the players, how they handled different at-bats, things like that. Just basically film their games so they could study the tapes. And I would just set up the camera and I would sit there and I would film and I'd get paid $20 for every hour I was at the game. So made quite a decent amount of money. I did that for 2 seasons. And I did get questioned a few times. I did lie about my name a few times. I lied about why I was filming. I then told my teacher at one point, I was like, yeah, I told them my name was Emily. And they were like, you don't have to do that. Like, you're not doing anything bad. I was like, it feels bad, though. So, like, I gave them a fake name, and I said I was filming for my boyfriend because he was thinking of transferring to the school. And then my senior year, I did get a real job. And so I did, like, half the games, and they were, like, really irritated. I slacked on being a spy. But at that point, I also didn't have a car, you know. So, but yes, I was a spy in high school for the baseball team. And they thanked me. They gave me a bonus at one point because they were able to properly like place our players so that they were prepared for like one of the plays they were going to do or whatever. And it worked really well. It seems like a fake name situation, right? Might have disturbed the faculty a bit with your dedication to the role. Alas, I commit. I just came in from watching the aurora. Can't usually see it this far south. Oh, I can't see shit from here. Your intel yielded tactical results. It did. I'm really good at this. Okay, wait. Also, I lied. There was another time I was a spy. Fuck. Okay, listen, I'm really good at being a casual spy, chat, unfortunately. Okay? I'm really good at it. There was another time I was a spy. Okay? So this one's gonna make me sound like a piece of shit. Guys, this one's gonna make me sound like a piece of shit. This one's more recent, okay? It was like 2023, okay? It was not long after Lisa had passed away. And basically, my dad's side of the family, my dad has a sister that none of us speak to, okay? I had never met her prior to this, okay? Because there was a lawsuit. Her and her husband took money from my dad while he was working for them when he was like barely 18. And the whole family cut her and her side of the family off. So like we all still live in the same major town, but like we had never met them prior to this. Okay. However, very publicly, she had gotten breast cancer. Okay. And put out a book about it. Okay. And like a self-published book that she had written about it. She's in remission, but she'd put out a self-published book about it. And my aunt was like, we need to know if she has the gene, because my grandmother, who had passed away, she also didn't go to the funeral, separate thing. She also had breast cancer, but didn't have the gene. Basically, my aunt was terrified that her daughters and me could potentially have the genetic gene for breast cancer, which is something that can happen in families, especially because people in our family have had breast cancer. So they asked me to buy the book and check it. I read the book. Thankfully, she tested negative for the gene, so none of us had to get tested, thankfully. But she was also doing a public reading for it at our town's historical society. And my aunt really wanted me to go and check it out because they were like, listen, Amanda, you're the only one that she doesn't know. She never met your mom, so she doesn't know what you look like. Someone needs to go because you look like your mom and not your dad. So she would, if I looked like my dad, she would know. Oh, no. She wrote about it. It's very common. Did Auntie work for the CIA? No. You guys, okay, hold on. You guys are missing the point. She wrote a book about finding out that she had cancer, okay? Which my grandmother, who is also her mother and my dad's mother, also had breast cancer and had been in remission. My grandmother did not pass away from breast cancer, okay? So she thought, understandably, I need to get tested. She wrote about getting tested in the book. No one hacked shit. No one gave undisclosed medical records. She talked about her treatment and things like that in the book. That's all public record now. She has published this book. That is now public record. No, yes, I will get tested anyway. Well, at a certain point, at a certain age, you all just start getting tested. Like once you start getting mammograms and things like that and testing. I think I got tested actually when my face froze when I got Bell's palsy because they checked me for everything at the time because they were convinced I had cancer. They were convinced I had brain tumors. So they were testing me for everything at the time. When really I was just stressed and left an abusive home. About how thoroughly your aunt was being, oh no. No, my aunt fully wanted me to like shoot off at the mouth and like call out, I'm your niece. And I didn't do that. So I called, I paid $5 to go to this book signing. It was going to the Historical Society anyway. It like the money wasn't going to her or anything like that. It was going to the Historical Society, a place that I've been going to for years. So I was like, this is fine. But also I had moved away a while ago. So like no one knew that I was my last name, you know, like we still have the same last name, you know, but no one ever asked my last name. No one asked for my full name. I paid in cash. And I ended up being the only person that she didn't know in that room. Like it was all like friends from high school and they all talked about like stuff from school and things like that. And like they didn't even talk about the book whatsoever. It was almost like a reunion. It was very odd. And they were like handing around newspaper clippings from when they were all in high school. And they were like, oh wait, you guys know my last name, Golka. Golka is a very big name in my town because my aunts own a restaurant that's really popular in my town. And so one of her friends was like, wait, is it the same Golkas? And she just goes, no. And I just sat there and I was just like, I can't say shit. I can't. There's not a single person that would back me up here. I need to just shut the fuck up and get through this night now. And then I can give my aunt shit later, my other aunt shit. It's Con, don't do that shit with me. Fuck off. This is Charles Leclerc. This is Yuki Bear. Don't play that shit with me, It's Con. You're gonna make me check. I have Hermes up here. Hermes isn't reacting to shit, so I know no one's up here. Because boots on the ground infiltration seems like something you'd learn about from being a government. No. So I just went to the thing. I went through it. She was like, hi. And I was like, hello. She was like, oh, I've heard about your book. I told the truth. I was like, you know, I recently lost my stepmother to breast cancer and I was looking for books and your book got recommended to me on Amazon. Which is not a lie. It is real. I didn't lie. I just didn't tell the full truth. I just didn't say everything. I just didn't tell. I didn't say everything. Anyways, so I then left that. I left the heritage again because it's the old town part of our town, chat. So I left there and I walked 2 blocks to go to my aunt's restaurant. I went into the office where my dad and my aunt had been waiting for me, and I explained how it went. And my aunt's like, did you tell, like, my aunt's like asking if I like flew off the handle, and I confronted them like, how about you call your brothers? No. Which also my aunt that I am speaking about that asked me to go, she is married to my dad's brother. So it's like she is married into this family, okay? And so I was like, no, that was not the point of me going. You asked me to go for intel. You asked me to go to see if she talked about anyone in the family or anything like that. She didn't. She had no idea who I was. There was no reason that she would know who I am, okay? Like, she fully has children that, like, I have cousins I've never met, you know? As to why you went. Yeah. Yeah, they wanted intel. My aunt would have loved if I was like, yeah, I'm Dan's daughter. Like, she would have loved that because she would have wanted to hear what my dad's sister's face looked like, okay? But I was like, nope, that's not my job. In and out. Giving money to the Heritage Foundation, you know, not the Heritage Foundation, the Heritage Society of my town. It's like the Historical Society of my town, making that abundantly clear, okay? And then later, like a week or so, like a few days later, chat, I get a call from my aunt, and she was like, you were right, you're a genius. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why, chat? Hermes, what are you chewing on? What are you doing? Oh, okay. I thought he was trying to, like, get something. Oh, he was. It was his bone. I forgot I put that on the counter. Okay. So the reason my aunt said I was a genius, chat, is because we took a group picture that my aunt, my dad's sister, that like isn't a part of the family, posted publicly to commemorate the signing and like the book launch. And guess who's in it? Me. So if anyone knows who I am, and anyone knows who she is, it's gonna be surprise. You know that's Dan's daughter, right? His adult daughter. You know Dan has kids, right? So that's why my aunt was like, you're right. This is gold. This is incredible. Thank you for going. Thank you. Thank you for driving down from LA to go. I got free Italian food for the night, so it was fine. This time I forgot that my dad's ex-wife would have the same last name as me, and I was confused how people knew we would know each other. I was recommended it after I searched for it by name, but still, yeah. I was recommended it because my aunt sent me the link. Wait, did I order? Either I ordered it or I had a friend order it for me, I believe. I may not have been the one that ordered it. I can't remember exactly because obviously my name would have said Amanda Golka on there. So, then the sports assignment. Much tougher, yes. I was actively in there and I was like, geez. Covering your tracks, smart girl. Yeah. So, okay. So, yes, I have played a spy on multiple occasions, chat. But yeah, no DNA sample, nothing untoward. No Geneva Convention was violated, you know. No FERPA was violated. No HIPAA was violated. My family simply wanted to know, one, if she would shit talk the rest of the family, if she would bring them up at all. It was not her bringing it up. Someone else in the crowd brought them up because obviously everyone knows who my family is and my aunts are specifically. And she was like, nope. So she would have loved for me to have blown off the handle. Like, yeah, it's the same. Same Golkas. Exact same. I have no judgment here, just curiosity. That's fair. This is the same ex-wife who worked at the same place as my mother at one point, and when she said, I have X many kids, my mom was like, yeah, I birthed X of them. Oh. Oh, see, I'm sorry. I can't imagine. Like, I do see myself one day. I can see myself being a step parent. I think I'd be a fun step parent. I can see that for myself, you know? But, like, I can never see, and, like, unless it was truly like, hey, we are talking about you maybe adopting the kids or something like that. And unless they truly asked for that, I can't imagine being like, yeah, I have X amount of kids. I'd be like, oh, I have stepchildren, you know? Like, just out of respect, you know? Yes, I'm having more goldfish chat. Do I have more chips? I do! These are chips. There's too much salt on them. They're literally way too salty for you to have any. The goldfish, you might be able to have one. But these are too salty. But mom thought it was funny. Ah, that's fair. See, for myself as well, like, especially as someone who's like, because Lisa was in my life, but Lisa was like, Lisa and my dad never got married. And that was by design. That was intentional because my dad was worried about if something happened to him, then me and my brother would end up taking on Lisa's debt if she passed from her cancer. And my dad was really worried about that. So they agreed not to get married. My dad also really does not want to get married again after my mom. But even with how contentious my relationship is, me and my brother's relationship is with our mother, like Lisa was never like, oh yeah, no, these are my children. Like she never did that, you know? Because I would get annoyed that she referred to me as hers. Yeah, I feel like if like in certain settings, like a school, like I am picking up the kids from school or something like that, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just here to get, you know, because if you don't say like those are like there is a red flag that goes up for people, you know. So it's like, hey, yeah, to make sure the kids are safe and we get them home, like, yeah, those are my, there's mine, you know, like just to get it done. In text format, Jamesy, it sounds wild. Okay. Now that we're done talking about my espionage, do you guys want to watch scary videos? Outside of what was necessary to survive corporate politics, but I was a chess player in the 90s, and it led to a brief series of encounters that I think landed me on a watch list for a while. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I've been to where like I would be approached by someone asking for information. Like that, like not like a family member, not like an instance where I'm like, you could argue. I actively, when I go to an event, I make it abundant. Like I usually don't hide that I'm a YouTuber from when I'm going to an event. Like I don't hide that I'm doing a review unless I truly feel like my safety is in danger. Like then I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just a fan, you know, like, oh, haha, like I'll fake it till I make it. But like normally I am not hiding what I do. I'm not like spying or anything like that. I'm not like undercover in that regard. I'm low key, definitely, but I'm not like spying, you know? The only time I'm not like, no, I'm a YouTuber, I'm making a review, I bought a ticket, you know? The only time I don't do that is if I'm truly feel like I'm in danger, you know? What about hacker cons? I mean, that one, same thing. Like I was very open about what I was doing. And then in that video, if you watch it, there's very little B-roll in that video. And I made that abundantly clear in the video because I was like, you know what? I think though it's like I'm seemingly allowed to film here, I'm making the decision not to. Like I'm reading the room and I'm like, there might be people here that might be on, you know, a monitor situation, and I don't want to be the one that's like they're using my footage to like track someone or anything like that. In those instances, I don't film, you know, like there are like, do I remember everything and do I like make notes for myself and things like that from time to time? Yes. But like in those instances, I'm like, I'd prefer, it's safer for myself to not have footage of a crowd potentially, you know? You get sent to Doha GP for Girly Pop Go to spy on the Guitar Royal family. I would love that you think they would bring my loud ass to that one. Fellow stayed at my house in the summer of 1999, and I got phone calls every day while he was there. That's crazy. It was a coaching arrangement with a fellow from Kiev who had an international title and was a very good teacher. Okay. Have a good night. Bye. Oh, yes. I made the mistake of talking a photo of the capture the flag area once at DEF CON. Yeah, see, like, there's things where it's like I make notes for myself for later. Like, I do journal and things like that. I'm trying to get better at it just because I think for my memory as well, for long term, I do think it's better for me to try and, like, keep better track of, like, mental notes of what I saw throughout a day at a convention, whether it makes it in a video or not, especially because eventually I do want to write a book and things like that. But yeah, in those instances, it's like, sometimes you just don't take a photo or a video, you know? You got to read the room. And that's not always the easiest thing to do, you know? Did not know the rules at the time, but someone was there right away. All business wanted me to delete those photos right then. Yeah. Yeah, especially like there is a whole, like at DEF CON, there is a whole room when I was there that was just for hacking voting machines. I don't think they want you taking videos in there, you know? Stream of consciousness, updates, what I did that day, who I talked to, things like that is normally what I try to do. I usually don't do prompts. I've tried to do that shadow journaling and things like that, but I'm kind of an asshole to myself, so I really don't need it. Voting Machine Village since 2017, yep. Helped catch lies of convention by filming B-roll for a friend. I mean, that happens a lot as well with my footage where, like, you guys know, I am used as evidence in drama for the Transformers convention. Eventually, at some point, there's probably going to be a lawsuit against a convention where my footage is used, you know? There's been many a time where I've been at a convention where I'm like, this easily could be used at some point, you know? At TFCon chat, I've talked about this quite a bit. There is drama with there was drama in the Transformers convention space for Transformers YouTubers. When I was at TFCon in 2023, I believe it was, I went to the YouTube Transformers panel because I was like, YouTube's got to support YouTubers, okay? And in the panel, I was filming, and I thought it was super weird because someone answered a question that an audience member had asked, and then was like, I'm actually a YouTuber with like 40,000 subs, by the way. And someone jokingly on the panel was like, you should be sitting up here. And he was like, okay, I will. And like joined the panel and took a mic from another panelist and like sat there the entire time. And I thought it was really weird. And I was like, this feels crazy. And I like had filmed the interaction thing we're following and put it on the video. And then a few months later, when he ended up being canceled again, because he apparently had been, this guy was known in the fandom, had been canceled multiple times, had been called out for a bunch of shit. He was like coming back and apologizing again. Someone made a whole thread about all the shit that he had to apologize for previously, including even Swell Entertainment thought you were weird and like put this video in there. That just seems like a security risk. Yeah, no, the fact that it was allowed, the whole thing was weird and odd. But he also had been called out because he claimed that he had worked on the Bumblebee movie as a pixel corrector, I believe. And he had faked text messages from Haley Steinfeld wishing him a happy birthday. And that, like, it was a very weird situation. And I'm just like, why do this? What's the point? Why do that? You know? It was all bullshit. Even Swell Entertainment found it weird. Yeah. Even someone not in the fandom, which I'm a casual Transformers fan, I would say. Nostalgia based. Am I a hardcore Transformers girly pop? No. I remember you telling us about this. Yeah, I think we scrolled through the thing. I think if you look up Swell Entertainment Transformers, it might show up. I also pop up in the Ace Fest retrospectives, of course. Anything Ace Fest, TanaCon, a lot of Creator Clash stuff. If anyone talks about it, sometimes they use my footage. Trying to think if there's any other big ones. Not a ton. There's been a few. I've been in a situation where the risk of being found out heavily outweighs any clout. No, exactly. Like what clout are you gonna get from the Transformers fandom? What are we doing? Like 40K, I would say, in that fandom was already pretty solid on YouTube. Like that's a pretty solid number for subscribers for like a fairly tiny niche of not tiny, a fairly tiny niche in the fact of like how many creators are actually making content for the Transformers fandom that are not like voice actors or aren't like official accounts. You know what I'm saying? So that's already a very solid number. Why do this shit, you know? Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? The way people are so entitled is crazy. My one thing I know about Transformers is that iCore and Optimus Prime have the same voice actor. I would worry that Pixel Collector is a job I might lose the same automation at some point. It's not a real job. Never underestimate what some people will do to be crowned Lord of the Flies. Well, the Transformer fandom are there to take the franchise, not to give anything to the franchise. I'm so excited to meet Swell at VidCon 2026. I'm not going. I will not go. Thanks to your videos, I am now aware of Ace Fest is not an asexual community festival. The amount of people that thought I was going to an asexual festival. Hi. Hello, handsome boy. You're so handsome. You're so cute. He's such a cutie patootie, chat. Sometimes he's a complete brat, and sometimes he's just the cutest patootiest, and he looks like a toy. And it's such a bummer that he hates people. Because he would be the friendliest dog ever if he didn't hate people. I think the only reason I didn't think it was an asexuals convention is I heard you talk about it earlier. That's fair. It does sound hype. That's fair. A lot of people were like, I'm going to make an actual Ace festival. Like, I'm actually going to make it. But no, the Ace Festival, I think I'm the only YouTuber that was there from start to finish, before opening to closing. And it was funny because that was really the first event that I went to where I realized the value of being a mid-size, like a mid-known creator, because I didn't have to pay for parking because the girl working the parking thing was like, Swell, go on in. You go right ahead. Go on in. Go. You got it. It's good. I know. It's fine. Go ahead. Didn't have to pay for parking. But they didn't stop me at the gate, and they had stopped a handful of other like drama YouTubers that were like larger than me from coming in that had bought tickets. They didn't let them in. And so because they didn't know to look for me. And so I made it inside and I filmed everything. Atozy went as well. We bumped into each other. He was live streaming from there. But I think he left after a couple of hours. I went till like 10 p.m. I stayed the entire time. I went from like 10 to 10. Yeah. What are Creator Collective events? Creator Collective events are events put on by YouTube for creators to meet together and do stuff and check things out. I've been to quite a few. They're usually based on city. They're based all over the place. And yeah, you can just, you do have to be invited. You do have to be approved to go in. Never show up to a Creator Collective event without being invited. Never show up to a Creator Collective event without being confirmed. Because you will never be invited to another thing by YouTube again. They take security very seriously because of the shooting they had, years ago. If you guys don't know, not at a Creator Collective event, but there was, not a shooting. There was a person that tried to get into a YouTube office after her account was deleted and brought a gun and all of that. Do you guys know about that? I was in high school when that happened. But because of that, YouTube and Google take security extremely seriously. And so never, especially if it's at a YouTube office, never show up uninvited. Don't just show up with your friend. If you can have, sometimes they're chill. Like if you know someone if your friend is like a friend with an employee and they are able to text and be like, hey, can my friend come with me or something like that? maybe, but you alone can never go by yourself. Like that's the one thing that like every YouTube employee that I've ever spoken to is like, you never want to hear the phrase, who do you know here? So how did you hear about this? You never want to hear that at a YouTube event. They do VidCon. I'm just not going. They still do VidCon. While the people here were talking about how the family were putting up a facade in various YouTube videos. That's fair. Do you think you'd get away with it now if you tried to do it again? Do what? Oh, go to Ace Fest is not happening again. That family is not together anymore. Catherine's remarried. She's very happy with the new man. I mean, I'm definitely getting to a point where I am getting too known. And so because a lot of things are connected to an ID, that's going to be a problem going forward. At a certain point, I may need to start having someone come with me to events. Hi. I may need to have someone start going with me to events that isn't known. Thank you for subscribing, Diana Soar. Oh, I got your keyboard finally, by the way. Thank you. My fucking P.O. box has been a nightmare. Diana Soar won the Swell Grand Prix with the Prime. Thank you. My Ace Fest knowledge started and ended with that video. LOL. That's fair. But no, a lot of events. And now the baseball story is out. Yes. No. Hermes, don't huff at me. I just gave you a goldfish. Leave me alone. Please, greedy boy. I raised you better than that. No, I didn't. I love you. I give you everything you want. You're so cute. You're so cute. He's so cute. Clickety clackety. Yep. Nice, looks good. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Well, I am curious about the designations employees have at YouTube office. There's a lot. I can't like it's a lot of they change they do fun different names and things like that because of YouTube, you know, but there's policy people, there's researchers. It's like a lot of tech. There's researchers, there's managers, there's project managers, there's copywriters. It's all of tech. It's the same thing. Do you know how much money security costs? No, I don't want to start the process until I truly need it. No, what I mean is that eventually what I might need to end up having to do is having someone go with me to events that either poses as my boyfriend or is posing as a friend, you know, and have them buy the tickets in their name. And then my name's not on anything. Like, I give them the money. Just so that it's not like, you know, any shenanigans. I hired an event spy so you don't have to. I'm going to guess it costs a lot, yeah. For context, according to Emma Ruchat, in the video that she put out, she spent $10,000 on security for the weekend of TwitchCon. 10K. Jackal, you don't need to worry. I have no problem going for the throat, the eyes, the groin. I don't give a shit. I really am fucking crazy. I can, in fact, fight. I have done self-defense classes. I am also... Nothing can beat crazy, truly. The fact that I'm 5'2" and tiny makes people think that I can't fight them. So that does help a lot. Hi. But there should not be that mindset altogether. Fair, but I do like using it to my advantage when need be. Oh yeah, you guys, I have no qualms about fighting dirty. I really don't. It's the I usually make an attempt to get myself out of bad situations, but if need be, I can at least live long enough to do some damage. At the very least, I might die. Hermes, calm down. I might die, but like you're not getting away unscathed, you know? Like you're not going to be able to pretend that you didn't kill me. You know what I'm saying? Why are people with 20 subs going to the Vid Summit? Because some people, it's kind of like information paralysis. It's like what we were talking about yesterday with self-help. A lot of people think that they need to be perfect, or they use whatever they learned at Vid Summit to like reinforce their beliefs that they are doing everything right. And that's something like it's something else. Like some people don't want to change. They want to be told what they're doing is correct. Some people don't want to take the information and apply it to them. At the end of the day, the best thing you can do for your content is just make another video and learn from what you made before at the end of the day. Who think they want to fight because of any advantage. Yeah. I think any woman or woman presenting person with like 50 different scenarios of how to get out of a bad situation, and children too. Yeah, I mean, again, I am not naive. I do know I am 5'2" and fairly small, and the likelihood, though I can fight and defend myself quite a bit, do I think that I can survive every situation? No. However, I will make you regret deciding to fuck with me. I may die. Like, you could still kill me, but like, you will lose an eye. I will take it with me. It's gone. It's mine now. I'm dead. I have your eyeball. You know, you're not getting it back, you know. Like, it will be a problem for you. What? Okay, my friend sent me a post on Twitter. Oh, it's Shane and Courtney. I hate the new Instagram layout. I hate it so much. All right, we are going to spooky videos. No more hypothetical Amanda's in a bad situation. Why? Where is my browser? Where am my webcam? Why? Anyways, no more hypothetical situations. Let's look at videos of people claiming that they saw shit. Where is Swell? Who knows? Instagram seems to have a talent for finding ways. I just don't do. Does Instagram want like users? I don't know. I think it's kind of doubtful at this point. Amanda, are ghosts and paranormal real? Obviously, no. I am open to believing in things. I have experienced things. We've talked about this before. But I think there's no harm in believing things are real. I do think a lot of things are very easy to fake nowadays. But I think it's fine to speculate. I think a healthy form of speculation and open to discussion. I think just simply being like, absolutely not. I don't think it's a very scientifically inclined mind. So that's my take on that. Okay. Oh, let me fix the audio. Properties. There we go. Based on my notifications, you beat Josh Johnson. Ah! Hermes. The Neo by hours. Nice. I know that Marquez put out his video first. I purposely did not watch Marquez's video before making my video because I didn't want it to influence my thoughts at all. So I do want to watch his at some point. And then there was someone else I saw their video as well pop up. I didn't watch it. But it makes sense. I'm sure, I think Moist Critical made one as well. Hi, why are we freaking out? Your dinner's downstairs. Your water is full because I just filled it. So what are we doing? What is that about? What do you mean? Oh, Neo? Neo is a home cleaning robot. I put out a video today about it. Your cosplay looks so cute. Thank you. I'm not going to say they're not real. Yeah. So I bought the Fuchsia Variant K-pop Demon Hunters from the Republic's online store for $35 a few months ago. And today I find out that it's going for $100 on resales. I don't like flipping records, but this seems tempting. That's fair. Good news, the dolls from last night didn't haunt my nightmares. Yay! No, he went out right before we went live. He just wants, I have goldfish on here and he wants goldfish. When I give him food, he becomes a brat for the rest of the time that I have food, chat. Yeah, I'm having grilled dinner. I ate like a weird dinner because of the movie. I'm a growing girl. I'm freshly 28, chat. And I had a Auntie Anne's pretzel. They forgot my sweet glaze, but that's okay. A large popcorn that was free because it's my birthday, and a large soda that was free because it's my birthday. Okay? My birthday was last week, but still. I get the birthday promotion. So I ate all of that, and that's a weird amount of food at like 2 p.m. till like 4 p.m. So I'm weirdly full. So therefore we're having girl dinner so that I eat something to stay on schedule of my eating schedule, but also so I'm not hungry at 11 p.m., you know? 28 radiate. A bot in my house that could wake up in the middle of the night and start doing random things. It's worse. Hi, Jen. For 2026, if you bring that robot home, the AI can't do shit yet. It can't clean your apartment. It can't clean anything yet. You have to allow it, a remote operator, to come in and teleoperate your robot in your home. So a random employee of 1X Tech will be controlling your robot and be able to see inside your home for at least the first year. It would be remote. They're saying it would be fully remote. In the demo that they gave the New York Times or Wall Street Journal, I'm not sure which one. I'm blanking now. The person was inside the building controlling it, and the Neo kept overheating, which isn't a good sign. The point is that it's dumb. Definitely go watch my video. I talk about a lot of things. And y'all should share that video too, because I'm funny.
Following video, a young boy falls asleep on the couch after watching TV.
But back on the topic of ghosts, I do think my friend's take on ghosts is very very funny. Because she's like, I don't believe in ghosts, but I don't want to go to any haunted locations or ghost hunting or play with any like supposedly haunted items because what if I'm wrong? You know? Just know I am sooner willing to deal with the demonically infested Roomba than the scenario you just described. What is your headphones? This is my Narwhal headphones that I designed. They were kitten headphones. Yes, they're too big for my head. This looked less goofy on the listing. Alas, I don't want to buy new ones. This is what we're dealing with. Hermes, don't growl at me, brat. Hi. He thinks I have a sock. He thinks I have a treat. He thinks he has something. Here, do you want a piece of paper to shred? You can take the woobles. Here, take the woobles. Shred it. Attack. Some people call them my shark, but I feel like the shark would be like that, like sideways. So it's unicorn headset, narwhal headset, whatever you'd like. I made it as like a unicorn narwhal. Kitty? No, this is my dog. It's Hermes. He's a psycho. He does operate like a cat sometimes, though. But yeah, they were. Oh yes, my headphones were the kitty ear headphones, and then I just took off one of the ears and moved them. They made it look like Baymax. They would make money. Yeah, I don't know why they go so creepy with the fisheye lenses. It's really creepy. Okay, back to ghosts.
By himself. The boy's father, known as Oscar Nunez, had no idea that his son was out in the living room during this time.
Okay.
But Oscar isn't surprised by this, given that his son occasionally sneaks out of his room to
He's
watch TV
shredding
while
that
everyone
paper.
else is asleep. But tonight, on
Smell
December 1st of
separated.
2019, his son quickly realizes that maybe it's best if he didn't stay up past his bedtime. Now, before showing this clip, it's worth mentioning that recently, strange things have been happening to this family. On one occasion, the family had come home late at night and saw
Narwhals.
this. An infestation of flies,
Ew.
most of which were surrounding the house. But the
Oh.
strangest part about this is that not a single fly was inside the trash bin that was right next to their home.
That's so weird.
Understandably, Oscar's family was thoroughly unsettled.
It's got to be a
Going back to this
chemical
video,
leak, yes?
the family believes that it may have some connection to the fly incident. The son is dead
Hermes.
asleep
What?
when this is captured.
That does look like a person. That does look like someone standing at the end of the hall, chat. Over here. Oh, he fully ran. Turn a light on. That looks like a person. Does it move? Oh, it's gone. Actually, fuck you. No. Okay, it fades away. Let me check the time. I don't like that.
Upon checking the cameras,
I don't like
Oscar
it.
saw this, a figure standing in the hallway, but no one else was awake during this time. It's 3 in the morning and something appears in the dark. They, or it, just stands there without moving an inch.
It's just
but
standing
it doesn't
there.
go unnoticed by Oscar's
Menacingly.
son, who before this was moving erratically on the couch. But creepiest of all is that the figure somehow vanishes into
That's
nothingness.
kid wiggles.
The hallway
Kids
is
wiggle.
now empty compared to before. Oscar was surely creeped out by this footage,
I
and
love
like
the
his
headphones.
family,
Thank you.
he believes that this incident had something to do with the fly incident that occurred recently.
Yikey, me no
Paranormal or
likey.
not, these occurrences are pretty creepy.
Hi, puppy.
But until further updates are given, we'll have to speculate for
Hi.
now as to what exactly is going on with Oscar's home.
It panned from side to side? What do you mean? Like it looked?
On February 7th of 2023, footage from a security camera was shared by Nicole White, who to this day has no idea what was captured. Nicole explains that the video was recorded when her brother and sister were setting up a surveillance camera inside her house.
Okay.
It was a gift for Nicole and her family, including her own brother, who was living with her at this time. But this may be the reason why the following happened.
That was the SpongeBob deep
Nicole
cut.
believes that her brother's collection of archaeological
know.
artifacts, like fossils and arrowheads, were all either cursed or haunted.
Oh yeah, no, the audio
Because
they
she lived
added
under the same
in
roof as
post is
him,
insane.
She no doubt believes
Bizarre
that
Bob
what was
loves an
captured
audio
had
cue.
some connection to those
It's a
artifacts.
problem.
Now in the video, Nicole's sister is using their brother as a point of reference for the camera when this is captured.
What the fuck? Does
It's no
did
wonder
she see
why
it?
Nicole was terrified upon seeing this. Looking closely, a creepy, goat-like apparition appears over her brother's shoulder.
Goat-like?
It's there
Where the
momentarily
fuck?
before vanishing out of sight. Now, whether sharing the resemblance of a goat or not, there's no denying that a distinct outline of some figure is seen. But according to Nicole, if you look closely, you can make out a pair of horns and nails. This might be the reason why she compares it to the Goat Man, an urban legend about a creature who's both human and goat.
You
While she
had me
isn't
with the
saying that
footage
it's
being.
the Goat Man, it's
You had me with the footage. This is weird. He doesn't react. It's very odd. It's weird. Okay. He doesn't even like. He doesn't flick at it. It's very weird. That's why she ties this to the Goat Man. You lost me. You lost me. Okay.
itself, she is claiming that it's supernatural and believes that her brother's collection of artifacts is the reason for its presence. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions.
All right.
Was a ghost caught on camera or not? It's late at night when a single mother known as Brandy Nettleton records her son's bedroom. She was hearing noises coming from inside. However, her son wasn't home at the time of this recording.
Okay, my son is gone. He's not home.
Goatman looking over your shoulder at your phone is likely to be noticed, even if you're really absorbed in your TikTok app. I don't think that was a Goatman. Yeah, I feel like a long, hairy, furry jacket or whatever. It looks more like a cloak. I thought that was like a cloak sleeve, you know, like a loose cloak sleeve. Goats love fossils. It's true.
Home. He's at a party. Yeah, I know. I don't care. I just got woken up. My daughter's home, but my son's not home. My son is the only.
Can I just say I love doing a video like this and you have the TikTok beauty filter on? Like the blurring like there's a ghost in my home. Let me turn on the beauty. Like I believe you. I fully do. A lot of people just have it on, but it's really funny in context.
only one that lives upstairs. The only one upstairs. All night.
Why are most of the else cases are single parents? What do you mean? Why are most of these instances of single parents? I mean, if it's in children involved, like there's shit that I dealt with and I saw when I was going back and forth between homes with my parents, with a full beat. Maybe he thought that was her and that's why he didn't react. Hashtag getting haunted OMG, this real chat. Yes. I think that it's I think there is a level of turmoil in a home, especially for children that are going back and forth maybe. Like I know me and my brother dealt with shit that was weird, that like maybe not paranormal, but like definitely weird shit. When we were going back and forth with my parents, because it's just like it's new. It's a lot of new. It's a new space. One parent, let's say it is hauntings and like or demons or whatever, and they're like, oh, one less person to protect the children, gonna gobble up the children. I don't know. Who knows? Also, I feel like a lot of families are single parents these days. You know. Can't look snatched. I'm about to get snatched.
Since he's been gone, I keep hearing like the door.
Yeah, no, her lips,
like
her eyes are glowing a little bit. She has one of the beauty filters on.
it'll just shut. But
Now the audio cuts off during this time.
She got a
This is
text
something that
message.
often happens throughout the video, which although strange, does add to the creepiness of the footage.
That it's cutting out because she's getting a call or someone is texting her with an audio alert, and the app, if she's filming in the app, it mutes the audio for a second because of that.
But things would only get creepier from here on out. Brandy's already freaked out by the noises she apparently heard, but little does she know that she would end up capturing the following on video. Moments after the audio cuts,
Yeah, maybe.
this happens.
sorry. So anyway, so my son's not home, but I keep hearing the door.
Also, if you are worried about people not believing you, if you post it to the internet, at least someone's gonna believe you, at least one person. Whereas if you tell the people in your life, there's a high likelihood they might not believe you, you know? Delve in cases where stuff is happening and it's a whole family involved, not only single parents. I know, but like a lot of the video clips that we have seen lately for this channel from Bizarre Bub have been instances of single parents. These people sure do love rubbing their little hands all over the camera lens and microphone, LOL.
Shut. But there's nobody up there. There's nobody up there. I'm gonna see if I could try to. And
Sorry, I'm pausing because M. Nazrain is asking about thirst traps. So you get the silent shame stare. When I feel like posting a video where I look hot or a post where I look hot, I will post it. Also, I post many a hot photo. I just don't post thirst traps because I don't want you thirsting over me. I post when I feel I look hot. I don't want your attention. I know my shame stare is less effective when I'm wearing narwhal headphones, but still. Shame, shame. What do you mean lack of thirst traps, please? Because there's no bikini photos? I'm busy. I'm busy. I have not been traveling. I have been working. There's no vacation. Womp womp. Anyways.
Let me take you guys. I'll take you guys
We're busy with ghost hunting now, okay? We're trying to debunk things or maybe get jump scared. I got jump scared a few times last night.
up there and show you there's nobody up there.
There is more to life than gooning. Remember that.
But let's see if we can catch it.
What is she trying to get? An audio clip? The dog barking. Cut the audio! Scary bizarre bub.
Bro, my eyes are watering.
What is it?
This is scaring me.
I can't hear anything because Bizarre Bub has audio cues.
Oh my god, as soon as I stopped it, I heard it.
It's just a squirrel making a nest. Clicking.
I know you guys heard that. I hope I caught that. Did you hear it? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna turn. Look, nobody's up here. Oh my god.
What is the shape
Look
of
at-
this house?
His door is closed.
Is this
Oh my
an,
god. Nope, 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 nope.
that was a very
Nope.
scary
I gotta tell my daughter, boo boo.
boo boo.
Oh my god, there's water in my eyes. Oh my god, why does it sound like, and I recorded it. It sounds like somebody's in your brother's room. And I went up there to show that the door was closed. Tell me why his door opened when I went up there.
Surprise, the son came home. Yeah, I heard that. That would have to be a hefty squirrel. I mean, the clicking is weird.
I swear, I ran down here by myself. I'm recording it. Come up there with me to show them nobody's here.
Daughter, come with me while we go investigate the ghost.
Oh my god. That made my
Kid's
eyes
like,
water, you
no.
guys. I showed it on camera. My son is not home. I'm not going to stop the recording just so I can show you guys.
That's scary.
I know I ran down here. I ran down here so
I mean,
fast.
I would run to my kid. I would run to my kid. Doesn't seem like good parenting.
Oh my god, that scared me. And it sounds like somebody's walking around up there and I got it on recording. Yes.
Is the door open still? Why is the door open?
Look at his door is moving.
Is it
Okay,
wind?
we're gonna go up there and I'm gonna show you guys. Nobody is in his room. He is not here. Turn
Was
the
it
flashlight
not
on.
fully closed?
Oh my god. Hurry up and come up here so you can point it to show nobody's in the room.
Watch someone be in the room.
Look. Look.
I lived in an attic bedroom
Nobody's
once.
in here.
I loved my attic bedroom.
Nobody.
It's like having an apartment.
You guys literally, you seen that in real time with me. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Oh no. I told you guys. And there's been that mimic. And my daughter has heard it when I'm not here. It says my name, or it says her
Mimic?
name in my voice when I'm not here. And it says my name in her voice when I'm not here. And, or when she's not here. And now that's happening. Look at my dog. Oh, no. No, I'm done. I'm done.
Pull
I'm
the
done.
door shut. You're obviously not closing the door fully. This is simple.
I'm not coming under the side of the house no more. Oh my god.
In a panic frenzy,
But do you tell your son about this when he comes home? Hey, we thought there was a ghost in your room. Good night.
Brandy and her daughter run down the stairs to get away from what just happened. Now, there are two things worth pointing out about this clip. The first being that Brandy shuts the door after checking inside. We can hear the door clicking and latching into place after she closes it, but somehow it opens up as we just saw. To Brandy, this was a key indication that it wasn't a draft or an uneven door frame that was causing its movement. However, it's the second
Yeah.
detail that makes this whole encounter even more creepy. Only a day or two after this incident, Brandy's dog was acting strange. Pixie,
Dogs are
the
silly.
dog's name, would stare at the ceiling and start acting up out of
What
nowhere.
the fuck?
Keep in mind, though, that the room you're seeing is below the floor on which the son's
The
bedroom
dog
is
is
at.
simply trying to show off
Cameras
her
off.
flips.
And he's hearing something.
I'm so sorry. It's parkour.
And now he's going crazy. You hear something, Papa?
Pixie's strange behavior is nothing new. It's been happening ever since Brandy's sister moved out of the house. Her sister, according to Brandy, is the reason for these unusual happenings. She believes that her sister had brought something into the house after using a Ouija board before she left. But of course, I'll let you be the
If you bring a Ouija board into my house, I'm beating the shit out of you and we're not friends anymore.
judge on that. There's been a few updates on Brandy's page since making this video, which you can check out in case you're interested. But for now, as it seems, this video remains a mystery.
Yeah,
It's
that'll do
nighttime
it.
somewhere in Argentina when a family gets together for dinner. As all members finish up their meal, one relative begins to record, but as he pans the camera around the room, he captures this.
What the fuck? Thank you for following. Thank you. Welcome. I don't know what that is. I don't like it. Could it be? It could be nothing because this looks like it could be a matching something. This could be a display thing. They'll play it again.
There appears to be someone by the poolside just
Okay, I thought maybe there was another one, but it doesn't look like it's the same thing.
watching the family from a distance. However, they don't appear to be moving. While it might be that a guest was enjoying their evening by the pool, given that this dinner was taking place at a hotel, something about them seems strange. Zooming in,
Statue?
it looks like they're completely still and seems like their mouth is the only part that's moving.
It doesn't
The
look
person
like it's
recording
moving.
this immediately stopped filming upon noticing this unusual behavior. Its pale complexion was already enough to spook them. To this
It could
day,
be a weird-
the relative who took this has no idea who or what was outside the hotel room that they
Did it go away? Was it? Hey, they stopped filming, but did they see it? What? I need follow-up questions, Bizarre Bub.
were eating at.
Could be a statue.
Now this next video comes from a mother known
A
as Stephanie
baby.
Johnson, who was doing a live stream with one of her kids when something happened that forced her to
Listen, I may not be a holiday person, chat, but I love Christmas pajamas. If you get like the good, like fluffy fleece ones, amazing.
end the live feed at once. The incident had completely taken Stephanie by surprise, but not as much as her daughter, who
Aw.
was terribly shaken up by what happened. The two had been doing a live stream
I agree.
inside their house when no one else was home. It was just Stephanie and her child alone at home, letting viewers know that they'll be taking a 5-minute break from the live stream when this is captured.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. We're gonna be back in 5 minutes. What are you scared of? All right, before you go, say Happy New Year. What are you scared of? Of what? I'm scared too. Of my own life.
No, don't say that. That doesn't help.
There's not a ghost, you psycho. Did you hear that?
Be nicer to your kid.
She's afraid of the ghost. Where's the ghost? Where is it? Where's the ghost? Show mommy. Point to it. You're fine. Where is it? Point. Is it over there? Is it over there? Is it over there? Where is it? Where's the ghost? Where? Is it Grandpa? It's not? What's the matter?
I don't know what happened, but that's a scare. That child's really freaked out, and she's not helping.
Do you see what I did?
The kid's looking at mom like, what the? Hey, get me out of here. Why are we still sitting here? Who cares where it is? It's here. Exactly. She's using the kid for content and not even supporting her clearly distressed child. Know what a ghost is? If you depends on which cartoons you watch. There's ghosts on SpongeBob. There's ghosts on Scooby-Doo. You know. Is it Grandpa? Sounds like they've talked about ghosts.
Deal with?
Aww. Why is she looking? Pick up your child. I'm so sorry. Guys, I hate family content. I hate kids content. I really do. I'm sorry. I try not to be judgmental, but I can't help it. Why are you looking at the chat when your child is crying? Like, what are we doing?
Stephanie immediately ends the live stream to console her daughter, making sure she's okay, because, as it seems, something had terribly spooked her. As soon as Charlie, her daughter, said that a ghost was there, Stephanie assumed it was her grandfather's spirit.
Why?
Perhaps she said this to lighten up the situation. But strangely, Charlie quickly said no and proceeded to have an outburst. If it wasn't her supposed grandpa's ghost, then what was it? While some believe that something was present, others write that the video had simply spooked them. It's all in Charlie's reaction. There had to be something quite upsetting to elicit such a sudden response, but it's
The true horror of this video is the parenting.
never made certain. Neither Stephanie nor others in her family who've seen this clip could figure out what it was that had made Charlie so frightened. But let me know your thoughts on this one. Just what had spooked Charlie? At around 11 p.m., two friends inside a pickup truck began to happily sing after waiting in traffic for hours on end.
No, I'm being
According to Ezzy,
judgmental.
the person who sent me this, they were stuck in traffic due to an accident that occurred earlier. On the same highway that the men are on, a motorcyclist crashed into a truck, resulting in a traffic jam. Unfortunately, the motorcyclist lost his life upon impact. But fast forward to
That happens so much on like motorcycle rides. If you have an impact, like wear a helmet, people.
only a few hours later, and this is captured. Watch closely.
What the? This, it could be a reflection. There's something hanging on the rear view. There's something here.
As both men sing along, something appears behind
It
them.
doesn't seem to
It
move.
appears outside the truck, floating in midair while following the vehicle. As Ezzy writes,
I'm going suspicious looking smudge pattern.
a pale face with no body is observed, and strangely, neither man notice it. Well, that is, until much later when they saw this video. Ezzy writes that the men believe this face was the spirit of the motorcyclist who
Found
passed
the
away
lady
on the
alone in
same
that
road.
house, and then
And if it
Carmel
wasn't the
arrived.
motorcyclist, then it had to be one of the many victims who lost their lives on this highway. Many accidents have happened here,
They're not
according to
moving.
Ezzy. But what do you think? Could this supposed face be a case of pareidolia? Or is it
Yeah, could this be a phone? Could this be the person holding the phone camera right here, chat?
likely that something supernatural was caught on camera?
The fact that it doesn't move at all is weird to me.
At a local bakery, a couple of kids are waiting patiently to get some candy from the shop's baker. It's Halloween, and the bakery is giving out treats to those who stop by. Although everyone in this video is getting some candy, one kid in particular isn't. He stands a few feet away from the group while seemingly observing them. It could be that he's shy and therefore hesitant to step forward. Or, as many comments have noted, it may be that he's seeing something. Now
think
you
it's a
might miss it,
reflection.
but at the start of the video, the small boy says something out loud, like "look it," as if noticing something in front of him.
Okay.
He even points at whatever it is that he's seeing. As soon as he does this, this happens. Watch closely.
Look it.
For some reason, the boy suddenly stops in his tracks as if something was blocking his path. He stands in place while staring at something unseen, but then his head quickly tilts up in the same way that someone would after being hit or pushed to the ground. In comment after comment, the same thing is being said. Something had pushed the boy. From the sudden pause in his walk, to earlier when he said look it while pointing at something, it's understandable as to why many think this.
The child saw the
So,
entity.
did something actually push the boy? Or was something else at play here that caused him to fall? It's hard to say, but the more you watch this clip, the harder it gets to answer this question.
Same. Jeez. 2.
Now this next video was submitted to me by a viewer who saw a video that left them extremely unsettled. They had seen the clip on Instagram and write
It's a
that the
really weird
footage
push.
originates from a city in Yemen where a store owner caught something creepy on camera. He was working late at night when a woman walked in. However, something was very off about this woman.
Wow.
The person who sent me this writes
We're
that her
being mean
hand
now.
doesn't look right, her voice changes at one point, which is what spooked the guy, and her face doesn't look right either. Now with a description like this, I had to watch the clip in full screen to see if they appear as so. Needless to say, something about them definitely seems odd. Take a look.
ولا والله خلاص ولا حاجة كيف حالك؟ والله
من مات عليك؟
ها؟
من مات عليك؟
ولا واحد والله
أشيل زلط
ما بشتغل ما عاد مزوج يا والله ما
بيت الأربعين
طيب
كان علي السودان موجودة
طيب
The first thing that stands out about this woman is her complexion. Her pale skin is similar to that of someone who is sick or passed away. The submitter of this footage couldn't agree more that her appearance is
Laura
uncanny.
Loomer.
Now the comments on the original video believe that this was a clear case of an evil entity pretending to be a person. Even the caption on this video claims that they're non-human, given that a pair of hooves can be seen where their feet should be.
Hooves.
Personally, it's hard to tell if that's so, as the video's quality isn't that good. But the sudden voice change
could be
and the
black
weird questions,
flats.
like repeatedly asking who passed away, further makes the so-called person creepy. But like with all videos, you be the judge. Just who or what had come to visit the store.
I have ended up in conversations with people that believe they are, you know, alien descendants, star seeds, you know. I have spoken with people that believe they are demons from hell. Some probably think they're angels. You know, I doesn't necessarily. It can be it can be startling and it can be upsetting, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's paranormal. You know.
Owner during the late hours
Happy
of the
birthday,
night.
Jane Swell. Where's Jane coming from?
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to
Like she
scaryvideos444
lost some
at
street cred when she
gmail.com.
asked for money. Yeah.
That being
Thank you
said,
for following.
let's get back to the video.
What, number 1? I feel
On
like
May
I feel like he doesn't. I'm not gonna say what just popped in my brain. I feel like he doesn't actually like rank these based off scariness. You know. It comes from John. Insert IP name.
20th of 2024, a woman named Shireen Ann notices something in her apartment that leaves her extremely unsettled. After this incident, she made a video detailing the events that led up to that night. It all started a few days back when
John
Shireen
Halo.
was home alone
Okay.
with her children. Looking back at this moment, she regrets that she didn't take it seriously.
Bei fuck, det är sådana.
that a child laughing?
To Shireen, this occurrence wasn't something to be concerned about, as she thought it was her upstairs neighbor doing some interior renovations. But the following night, it happens again. It was at this moment that Shireen began to think that it wasn't her upstairs neighbor, but instead someone or something else. She would continue to be on edge until the next night, when it didn't happen. No noises were heard whatsoever on that night, but as she takes a random photo for her Snapchat to let her followers know that she was going to bed, she captures this.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Shireen had no idea that in the photo she took, something
Fuck
appears. It was
that.
only after someone on Snapchat saw the photo that she was told. Looking closely, it looks as if someone or something
Nah.
is staring at her.
No.
She believes that they, or it, had been the one responsible for the noises she heard before. Now the figure isn't clear at all, but you can make out an outline of a body, which is pretty creepy in itself. Not much else has been said about this occurrence, but one can assume that Shireen was terrified upon seeing it. It's photos like this of eerie figures that are pretty creepy. A similar photo was recently posted on Facebook. However, the figure in this one is a bit more clear.
That's just
The
poor
context
lighting.
for this is that a theater student had taken a photo of the audience in
That's
the
just
upper
poor
balcony
lighting.
and captured this. However, a morbid-looking person is caught in it.
That's really mean to
Like
her.
this image, Shireen's pic remains a total mystery.
That's
She
just a
doesn't
bad,
know who
like,
or what was inside her apartment, and she doesn't
spray
know if
tan.
it's still there. With no new updates since then, it seems that what was captured will continue to remain unknown.
That would creep the shit out of me. But also, sleeping with your door open, red flag. Red flag. All right. Got another one. This is from 2021, chat. Scariest clips of the year. These better be ranked well. 33. Burger King foot lettuce.
The following footage was posted by Vanessa Boleyn, who had caught something disturbing on her doorbell camera. Vanessa writes, "I grew up in a haunted home with paranormal investigators and priests constantly coming to my house, so I don't get that scared easily. But
Why were
last
they coming
night,
to your home?
I saw this through my Ring camera at 11:30 p.m., and it was the only
It's gonna make
time
me
that I truly
paranoid.
felt scared. This is what she'd
It's a
seen.
bonding experience.
Be sure to look
Malcolm.
closely, or you'll miss it."
Gotta head out. Good night. Bye. No, this is not Burger King foot lettuce. What the fuck? No. Actually, fuck that. Genuinely, fuck that. It's probably nothing, but also fuck that. I don't like that. No. No. Get the fuck. I don't care if it's a person. I don't care if it's a ghost. Get the fuck off my property.
A faint image of what appears to be a
Get the
face
fuck
can be
off my
seen hiding
property.
behind the flowers. It's hard to make out what this is, but it seems like someone or something is looking at the doorbell camera. But as always, I'll let you decide as to what this
No.
might be. What exactly is being seen on camera?
Hate it. Hate it. Hate it, actually.
It's the middle of the night, and
Why is that in
ODJect
your
is
home?
on his phone when
Why is that
something
in your home?
downright creepy happens. In the corner of his room, there's a doll. ODJect writes, "I was on my phone in my room when I heard something. This is what he caught."
Why is this in your apartment? Why is this in your home? Why are you zooming in like that? Stop it. Where's your blanket? Rule number 1, you always have a blanket for safety. It protects you from the goblins. Fuck that! That thing fell. But also, look, I have creep porcelain clown masks, so I get it. Are they in your bedroom?
The doll appears to have moved by itself. Now, it could be
Why are
that
we staring at
gravity
the
was
doll?
responsible for
Yeah,
this.
that's giving gravity. It was
but
at a weird
whether or
angle.
not this was something paranormal, the video is still nonetheless pretty creepy.
Could just be poor timing.
A dog and her owner are both home alone when the following happens. The owner who posted the video writes, "Hazel has been growling for 10 minutes. I checked the security cameras to see if someone was outside, but there wasn't. So I decided to record her, as this isn't her normal behavior. This is what was caught.
If there are spirits here, I rebuke
Don't.
you in the name of Jesus Christ. You must leave. You're not welcome here. What's going on? What is it, Hayes?
What is Hazel seeing, and what might be the reason as to why she's
Oh,
growling?
don't do that.
It's believed that dogs can see things such as entities that we can't. But I'll let you decide as to whether or not she's actually seeing something.
They do not curse
As
speaks.
always, feel free to let me know what you think.
Did you guys see Guillermo del Toro on Jimmy Kimmel? He's trying to buy a home, and he's told his broker it must be haunted. Like, that's his one requirement. He's like, I must, like, before I buy the house, I need to spend the night there, and I need to experience a haunting before I buy the house. And you know what? That's who I want making my gothic horror, truly. That's what I want from my directors. That's funny as shit. Alvini knows exactly who he is, 100%.
A garment factory in Japan.
His library is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's my dream goal, actually. It's incredible.
Has been
Look up Guillermo del
experiencing
Toro's
strange
living
activity.
room.
It was just recently that the factory's surveillance cameras had caught footage of the strange things that had been happening. When the owner of the factory had seen the footage, he was shocked. But he wasn't shocked for the reason you're probably thinking. The factory owner himself best explains the footage that was captured. Take a look.
Sorry, I have a
っていう
popcorn kernel stuck in my mouth.
人がいたんですけど、年に亡くなってます。うちに来て20年ぐらいになるんで、結構ベテランで、他のパートさんからも好かれてるような感じでした。
Oh, the machine's going off over here, chat. This machine is going off.
動いてるミシンが、
I will admit, one time I did, when I was a kid and we were having a sleepover, we were all sleeping in the living room, and my friends and I got woken up because my sewing machine on my desk in my bedroom started going off. And like my door had been closed, so like the dogs didn't go in it or nothing. Somehow the thing had activated the step foot and it was stuck. But no one was in my room. Nothing set it off. So like we unplugged everything and then like ran back to the living room to be safe. So, but sometimes these things are weird.
使っていたミシンなんですよね。なんで、他のパートさんの間では、さんが来てしようとしてるつもりなんじゃないかとか、このマネキンも夜に急に動き出したら怖いよねとか、ふざけて服を着せたりもしてましたし、お気に入りでしたね。
Listen, she's trying to work. She's trying to hit the deadline. Yeah, doing this when no one's in the shop feels like a waste of time. Like, if I really wanted to upset people, I'd do it during the day.
The factory owner believes that if the ghost of Miss Tanaka is behind all these strange occurrences, then it isn't necessarily bad. After all, Miss Tanaka seems to be truly missed by her coworkers. These strange occurrences are probably the closest thing to having Miss Tanaka around one more time. The following segment features a set of videos of strange occurrences that have taken place inside a home. Very little information is given on these videos, but each one speaks for itself. Each video was shot in a room where most of the activity takes place. It is for this reason that a camera was placed inside to capture these strange occurrences. However, it seems that with each occurrence, the activity gets worse. Out of all incidents, the fifth occurrence is probably the creepiest. This is what was captured.
Show machine. Включи как
If it moves again. Nah, see, a one-time move, that could be the force of the door. Okay. Now if something... See, this could just be poor storage. I don't... see... Could be poor storage, could be AC kicking off, could be the door, you know, it could be many things. When it's the secondary movement, like the doll clip with that girl on her video where she's like, where the doll lifts its arm and then brings it down in front of the girl when she turned to look at it, that's something I'm more like, yeah, that's scary as shit. These are just things falling. Things fall in my apartment all the time when I'm nowhere near here. What the fuck? No, back up. What the fuck was that? What was that? Ignore this one. Is this here? Why did it no clip off the hook? That is weird. That one's weird because it's like it's on the hook and doesn't just fall. It like pulls off and then falls. That one's weird. Okay, maybe this room just sucks. Have we considered that? Have we considered this room just sucks?
Алло, привет. Ты в обед сегодня приедешь, нет? Во сколько? Ага, ладно, все, давай.
It's the last occurrence that's hard to explain. Somehow, the garment in the basket appears to throw itself into the washer. It could be that the video is playing in reverse, making it seem as though it threw itself in when it actually fell into the basket. But even if the video wasn't reversed, it doesn't explain how the laundry fell into the basket on its own. Viewers can't seem to explain this final clip, but what do you think? Had a poltergeist been caught on camera, or was this something else? General Shim is resting on his rooftop when he sees something that leaves him terrified. General Shim writes, "I just wanted to loiter on my house's rooftop because the breeze there is soothing and fresh, but little did I know that someone else would be there with me."
It's not loiter if it's
this
your rooftop.
This is what he saw.
Fuck. What? I don't care if it's a bug. I don't care if it's a possum. Fuck. That would scare the shit out of me. Ghost person. I don't know. Fuck it. Fuck that. Fuck that. So it looks like a person in a palm tree. This looks like a floral shirt of some sort. This looks like an arm. This is their face. It's weird. Fuck that.
General Shim hopes that this was just a coconut on a tree. But what do you see? Could this be a case of pareidolia, or an actual sinister looking entity? A family buys a doll from a thrift store, but ever since buying it, there's been nothing but strange occurrences taking place inside their home. They believe that the doll is haunted and is therefore responsible for the strange activity that's been happening. From toys turning on by themselves to things moving on their own, the family is stuck in a house that they believe is haunted. The family has no idea as to how they could stop the strange activity. But then one day, a friend of the family suggested that they light a white candle by the doll in the hopes that doing so would stop the activity. They do just that.
Why still keep
something
it? I don't know. She's
happens.
me.
The family sets up a camera in front of the doll to capture anything unusual that happens. This is what they caught.
Why is there a candle next to the... Why? We got a curtain. Let's talk about fire safety, ladies, gents, and they, thems. If that's a real fucking candle, one, you have a doll that probably has flammable hair. We have a curtain that I highly doubt you fire treated. Because why would you? It's inside your home. Why is it this close to the shelf here? This is the edge. This is a kid's room. Why is it here? Why did you do this? This is dumb. Already, I'm docking points. Out of what? Who knows? What's the score? You don't know. But already, 0 for fire hazard.
The candlelight mysteriously gets brighter, but unfortunately, this had no effect on the strange activity. Things only appear to get worse. But then one day, the strangest incident happens.
Why keep it?
The daughter is playing with the doll, and
That's
the
a big
following is
doll.
caught on camera.
She slapped it.
Can we kiss you better? You okay, baby?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, do you want to drink this?
Is that the hair?
If you listen closely, you can almost hear what sounds like a slap.
No, you know what it was? That wasn't a slap. You know what it was? She's fucking with the band that's probably at the base of the hair, in the hair, or around the neck. For this type of doll, there's a lot of rubber bands holding things in place. She was probably playing with it and it's let go and it snapped her wrist or her fingers, which can hurt. But it I don't think it sounds like a slap. It sounds like a rubber band releasing.
The daughter even says that she was hurt. But what do you think? Did the doll actually slap her? Or was it something else?
Yeah. No.
Amar K
Also,
posted
why
the
keep the doll?
following video and writes, "We should have listened to the dog and not gone downstairs. This is what they caught on camera."
Aw, scared. No sleep ass
Come on,
caption.
we're gonna have to go and check. Leave him up here. Come on.
What's downstairs?
That was a right smash. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
They heard a smash.
No, it's not, does it?
What the fuck? You have to check what it is now. What if someone's in your home?
Yeah, it does lock too. Just opened it.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
That's weird.
This is getting horrendous. Look at it. It's smashed on top of there as well.
Is there a way out of the home here? Check. Is there someone inside your cupboards? Is someone in your cupboards?
That's good.
Someone in your cupboards?
That scared me.
Someone in your cupboards? A rat.
They're in the kitchen.
Oh, you're joking.
Forget the keys. It's probably best to just leave. And of course, don't forget the dog.
Don't forget the dog.
Two friends are inside a room recording someone who appears to be yelling at something. It isn't until they decide to approach this person that they see what it is that they're yelling at. What they saw left them more disturbed than before. This is what they caught.
Okay.
¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué quieres acá? ¿Qué quieres? Dime qué quieres. ¿Qué se te perdió? ¿Nos quieres hacer daño? ¿Nos quieres hacer más daño?
Mira, mira de nuevo.
Lánzate.
Okay, so that's edited. We're bare lifting it today,
Te
boys.
ordeno que te vayas de mi casa.
Night. I'm
Ay,
stressed.
Diosito lindo.
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado Señor tu voluntad. Danos hoy el pan de cada día. Y no nos dejes caer en tentación y líbranos de todo mal. Amén.
Ay, Diosito lindo.
¿Qué quieres? No te tengo miedo.
I don't fear you. What? Don't kick it. You don't know if it's anything. I think this is edited, but why would you kick it?
Ven, ven. ¿Qué quieres?
Why would you kick it?
There appears to be a small, shadowy figure manifesting and disappearing
I
at
think
the
this
same
is edited,
time.
but why are we
I'll
why
leave
are we
it to you
kicking
to
things?
decide as to whether or not this was something paranormal.
But a kick will? Yeah. I
As
guess.
always, what are your thoughts?
Caving videos? Yep. We've watched caving on this
A
channel. I make
security
fun of
camera
them.
records a child who's inside a
'Cause
crib
what are we doing?
when something downright creepy is captured. The child's mother had posted the following video as she doesn't know what to make of it. She was in the same room as her son when out of nowhere, he began to cry. It wasn't until watching the footage that she was left disturbed. The mother writes, "I'm still trying to figure out if the camera glitched or something pushed my baby. This is what was caught."
What the fuck?
The child, all of a sudden, disappears from the camera's view. It appears that he was pushed over forcefully. The question is, though, what exactly had pushed him over? The cradle in the back continues to swing as the child vanishes from the frame, suggesting that this wasn't a glitch. If it was, then the swing would have skipped a frame, just like the child had.
What?
But, as you can see, not a single frame is skipped.
You can edit one part of a video
So
and not
then,
another.
If this wasn't a glitch, then what was
You
it?
can fully edit one part of
No
a
one
video
else
and
is
not
seen in
another.
the room except the mother and child, and nothing appears to have pushed him over. As with all videos, it's up to you to decide if this is something paranormal or not.
Because she
The
glitches.
child's mother has yet to figure that out,
She glitches.
but as
Before
always,
she gets up.
feel free to share what you think.
That's a jump cut. Also, the kid rocking is because you can literally hear in the audio of the TV show, look at the bouncing ball. And so a kid's natural reaction is to go up and down to look at the ball that's bouncing. It's like one of those baby sensory videos.
Chucho Gutierrez is a nurse who works at a hospital in
Chucho.
Veracruz, a city in
Chucho.
Mexico. It's 3 in the morning, and Chucho is filming his colleagues who are currently on break. But, as he records them, something disturbing is seen in the background.
Van a las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala, jugando memes como siempre. Chica, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames, mira esa madre. No mames. ¿Qué verga es eso, güey?
Was that a person and
The
then a
child
dog?
is seen walking down the hall.
And then is that a
But
dog?
there's something off about this child. Moments later, it reappears, but this time crawling on all fours.
Looks like a
Perhaps this
dog.
might have been a patient of the hospital who passed away. A spiritual cleanse might help with getting rid of those who've died, but whose presence still lingers. Ashley Rain and her fiance are away from home when their security camera inside their apartment captures something disturbing. Ashley writes, "We were moving out of our apartment and caught this on our camera. My cat won't take its eyes off of it. This is what she caught."
Cats do that. Okay, fuck that. But also, if it goes away again. Oh, it's like hands on the door frame? And like peeking out? Yeah, fuck that. Actually, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck it. Nope. Go away. Get rid of it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. No. Enough. I don't like it. Actually, the cat's not doing enough for me. I need a guard cat, actually.
There appears to be someone or something
I don't
peeking
like
at the
it.
cat from behind the doorway.
You're watching scary shit.
But it does
Sorry.
so in a
Lately we're
very
watching.
strange
I'm on a
manner.
scary kick.
It seems to be peeking
We'll go back to
sideways,
science
with its
videos
hands
soon.
gripping the doorway's frame on one side.
Spy. We were talking about
But
spies earlier.
as if
We'll go back
that
to
wasn't
spy
creepy
videos
enough,
soon.
it seems to
History
ascend
videos.
and then disappear.
We'll go back to science
Both
Sundays.
Ashley and her fiance
We'll
have
have
no
science
clue as to
Sunday
what this
this
could
week.
have
How
been.
about this chat? We'll only watch science
Now,
videos on
this
Sunday.
could be someone who had broken into their apartment, but there's something odd about this person, and what they do seems physically impossible for anyone to do. It's a good thing Ashley is moving out, as I doubt she'd want to stay there after seeing this. Morales, Debbie, and her friends are tubing through a canal when they capture something creepy on camera. The video was taken on July 8th of 2018, but prior to this date, about 5 years ago, someone had drowned in the same canal that Morales is in. Little does she know that she and her friends would capture something disturbing. Take a look.
That's a fish?
It was only after posting the video on Facebook and being told by viewers about this that she noticed. Viewers think that this might have been the ghost of the victim who had drowned. Others think that
That's a fish coming to eat your butt.
this could have been something else, perhaps a creature. No one knows for sure, but it seems like more people believe that this might be the spirit
I
of
don't
the
know why there's so
deceased.
many ads. Ads are
But
weird.
of course, what are your thoughts? Ghost or not? My friend Audrey told me her daughter had a friend she played with, thinking just an imaginary friend. Audrey couldn't believe how fast her
Yeah,
daughter's
I don't
room
think
would
it's a
get
ghost.
messy
I
right
think it's
after
like a
cleaning
fish
it.
coming to eat them.
So as her daughter was in the room talking to herself, Audrey decided to take a photo. Later that night, Audrey was skimming through the photos, and this is what was in the photo.
That's just another child.
Audrey also adds that if you look closely, there appears to be a floating head by the closet
No,
doorway.
that's a sleeve. Shut the fuck up. That's a sleeve. We're not doing this. That's a sleeve. That's that arrow. That's a sleeve. Shut up. It appears to be a floating. No, it doesn't. That does not appear to be a floating head.
Now, I know some people are against this, but maybe using a Ouija board
Bala,
might
thank you for
help
the
in
gifted
finding
sub.
out if your child is playing with a ghost.
Wow. Thank you for
But
gifted
it's probably
sub.
best to seek
Your first
help
gift sub.
elsewhere,
Thank you.
as reaching out to the dead seems like a bad idea.
I have cryptid stories because I grew up camping and shit. The main one is either a shapeshifter or a Bigfoot. When I was camping in Joshua Tree, there have been many Bigfoot sightings in Joshua Tree, though. There's a video on, if you go on the Clips channel on YouTube, I uploaded the video clip of me explaining it. So, yeah, you have all of the almost all of the what's it called now. There is one if you sub at tier 3 that's me with a gun, which I do find funny. It's like a little me with a baby Glock. I thought they would be getting better as the number goes up. No, he doesn't like sort through these well at all. These are apparently his scariest videos of 2021. These are dog shit. 2021 was
Bailey
a
B
weak
works
year
at an
for
old
horror,
theater
apparently.
that is set to be haunted.
We need a scary year. 2026, I want really good like found footage horror, frankly. With all the AI shenanigans and stuff, I want really good like
Although
scary
Bailey
videos.
loves his job, there's something about it he wished he could
Holding
change.
heat at all times.
He often works at night, and he doesn't like this. For some reason, whenever Bailey's on stage, he can't help but feel like there's someone there. It almost
I feel like it's the concept of a stage facing a group of chairs that are facing you, though.
feels like there's someone watching him. It's for this reason that he often records while working.
I feel like it's psychosomatic because you have a crowd of chairs facing you. Like, of course, you feel like you're being watched. you're staring at a bunch of chairs that are facing you. You know, like I feel like that's psychosomatic.
But then one night, Bailey receives a notification that a sensor has detected motion inside the theater. Bailey writes,
Oh, did I ever tell you guys about? So I did acting classes. I could go back to class. I just travel too much right now, and I feel like it's disrespectful to any scene partners and my teacher for me to call out as much as I have to with all my travel. But we would go to all these different theaters to do classes in LA. Like my teacher would rent different theaters for our classes each week. And we were at this one theater in Burbank, okay? Or North Hollywood. I'm blanking on where exactly it was. We've been to so many. But like we just had a lot of issues. We were already planning on like changing to another theater like within like the end of this class session. But I would always get to class early and like help pull in like the couch that we used for the scenes and things like that. The teaching assistant that would be there, because it would just be like me and her, and she would unlock the door and I'd pick my seat, we'd help move things in. One day I'm moving the chairs. I'm in there. It's just her and I, and they were like doing sound checks and stuff, like the people that own the theater for another show they were doing. And so they were like, don't move the tape. And it's like, okay. So I am she's like moving chairs around on the stage, and I'm in the back room. And there was a TV back there. We knew that. But what we didn't know is that it had a live feed to the security cameras that were in the theater. And so I'm like, hey, can you come in here? Haha. Like I play it off like it's not a big deal because there's someone obviously else in the theater with us. And I'm like, please look at this. And she's like, is that? I was like, yeah, you were just on it. And she was like, okay, can you, like, while I'm in here, can you go out on the stage and like push the couch back a little bit? Because she wanted to make sure that she also saw that it was a live feed of the theater. Because we'd already been having like weird shit. And so basically it was like confirmation that there was a live feed that they could tap into of the theater, which you would obviously assume that with the security cameras and all of that. But it was like, don't like that. Because when we were renting that time slot, like it was supposed to just be us in the theater. Like that technically is like for those hours, my teacher was supposed to own that space. You know what I'm saying? It was just weird.
This is the scariest thing that has ever happened to me. I might quit. This is what he captured.
Okay, let's see it.
It's 9 p.m. on a Saturday.
Let's see it.
This is my life. So I'm walking through the main stage. Here, I'll flip it. Okay. Ghost light is on.
Why do you have a ghost light?
No one in here. Hello? Okay.
Okay. What the fuck? That might be someone fucking with him.
Bailey was in total shock and was trying to process what he'd seen. Now, it could be that someone had broken in and decided to seat themselves on the balcony. But given the history of this place, which has had numerous paranormal occurrences,
true,
Bailey can't shake the thought of this being a ghostly encounter.
That needs answering no matter what the
but
situation.
if anything, Bailey can rest assured that he isn't losing his mind, as what he captured on camera shows that someone or something was actually watching him.
Let me look up ghost light for y'all. What is a ghost light in theater? A ghost light is an electric light that is left energized on the stage of a theater when the theater is unoccupied and would otherwise be completely dark. Typically, it consists of an exposed incandescent bulb, CFL lamp, or LED lamp mounted in a wire cage on a portable light stand. It is usually placed near center stage. Ghost lights are also sometimes known as equity lights or equity lamps, possibly indicating their use was originally mandated by the Actors Equity Association or Equity. Origin and superstitions. The practical use of a ghost light is for safety. A ghost light enables one to navigate the theater, to find the lighting control console, and to avoid accidents such as falling into the orchestra pit and stepping in or tripping over set pieces. There is an unsubstantiated story of a burglar who tripped on a dark stage, broke his leg, and sued the theater for damages. Some claim that the tradition began in the days of gaslit theaters when dim gas lights were left burning to relieve pressure on the gas valves. Aside from its obvious practical purpose, there are a number of superstitions associated with the origin of purpose of ghost lights. The superstitious have various justifications for the ghost light in relation to the supernatural. A popular theatrical superstition holds that every theater has a ghost, and some theaters have traditions to appease ghosts that reach far and back into history. For example, the Palace Theatre London keeps 2 seats in its balcony permanently bolted open to provide seating for the theater ghosts. Similar superstitions hold that ghost lights provide opportunities for ghosts to perform on stage, thus appeasing them and preventing them from cursing the theater or sabotaging the set or production. This is also used to explain the traditional 1 day a week that theaters are closed. Some superstitions claim that the ghost light is in place to scare away ghosts, not to appease them.
The following video
I would say some theaters do. Most theaters I've been to, at least here in LA, I think I've only been to one that has a ghost light.
was submitted by Maria, who had caught her dog acting
This dog has a Mickey Mouse-like pattern on its back. Also, it's scared.
very strange. Maria writes, "It's been several days that my dog's been acting strange. She doesn't want to go to her bed, and she seems so scared to the point she starts shaking. So tonight, I decided to record her, and this is what I captured."
This dog is like, fuck that. Is that door open? Close that door. Why is that door open? Go to your cage. The dog's like, fuck you. I'm not going in my cage. Why are you whispering? That's creepy. Close that door. What are we doing?
For some reason, Maria's dog can't help but shake whenever
allowed to
she's
see
near a
this in the
specific
Ghost
room in the
Lights.
house. Now, it's obvious that her dog is shaking out of fear, but the real question is why? What might be the reason as to why she's behaving like this? Maria believes that a ghost might be responsible for her dog's strange behavior. Given the belief that some pets can see things humans can't, could it be that she's actually seeing something? Now, what's even more creepy about this is that Maria claims to have caught the ghost on camera.
No, I know when she's saying go to your cage, she's saying go to your sleep. She's it's crate training. It's the same thing. Still, the door is ajar and it's scaring
According
the
to
baby.
her, there appears to be a face by the door. If you look closely, you'll be able to see it.
I feel like I don't know what the history of
What
superstitions
exactly was
like
causing Maria's
why
dog
it's
to
become
act
such a
this way?
superstitious industry. But I know that there are a lot of different like beliefs, like you don't say Macbeth in a theater, especially when you have an upcoming show. You don't say break a leg, you know, like you don't say good luck. Things like that.
Celia Santos had posted the following video on Facebook and states that something terrifying had occurred at a mall in Brazil. The video was taken at 2:30 in the morning by a security
Sorry, that
guard
was a
who
big
works
sneeze.
there. He was sure that he was the only person inside until he saw the following. The security guard had recorded this in the hopes that people would believe him when telling them about this terrifying encounter. This is what he caught.
Okay. Listen, they wanted to take the escalator. This is not scary. Ghosts want to go upstairs too. She's trying to go to Hot Topic. Can you not judge her, please? Why are you filming people in public? Why do we walk with the phone at this angle? What are we doing? What are we doing? Pick your phone up. What are we doing? Yeah, it was up. It was already up the escalator. This is not surprising. The person is gone. What do we? You act like because you weren't filming as you walked over. We have no idea if you clipped this. We have no idea how long you were actually walking for. Don't waste my time.
There appears to be a
Don't waste my time.
little girl on the escalator, who then disappears moments later. Now, this could have been an actual child, but what's a child doing inside a mall at 2 in the morning? I can't think of anything to explain this, other than this being a child who was accidentally locked inside. Now, what's even more strange about this is that the escalator was powered off during the time.
Or, because again, we don't know how long. If he had walked up like this, that'd be one thing. He didn't do that. His phone was down. So I don't know how long. He could have turned off the escalator. Could have turned it off.
Time of this recording. Knowing this, it doesn't make sense that the child was able to travel up smoothly without taking a single step.
Maybe.
All in all, this one's pretty creepy. Fernando Victor works at a train station. What he does there specifically is unknown, but regardless of his task, he always seems to have late night shifts. However, it was during a late night shift when Fernando captures something terrifying on camera. Fernando and 2 other workers are walking beside a train that isn't in operation when all of a sudden he captures this without even noticing.
The fuck? Who cares? These are dumb. Okay, that's a dude. Who cares? He's chilling. I have trouble caring about this one. That's a person. That's a human person.
Someone or something appears to be looking at Fernando as he records
That's
them.
a person.
What do you think this might have been?
As someone who's nosy, I do also look at people who are walking by outside when I'm on public transport. I look at people while they're loading up the airplane. I'm like, wow, can I see my bag from here? Oh, I can. You being nice to my bag? You know, like I'm nosy.
Viewers
a weak year
believe
for
that
scary
this may have
videos.
been the ghost of someone who was involved in a railroad accident. Now, it could be that this was actually a person, but if it were, then how come this supposed person looks so creepy?
No, it's
I don't
because of the
know,
lighting and
but
it's
whoever this
nighttime and they're
is
inside
looks
a.
too dead to be alive.
Oh, bullshit.
Whoever,
Fuck
or
you.
whatever this is remains a mystery.
God.
A father takes his wife and child to a theme park.
Oh, the babies.
And, while recording them, captures something pretty creepy. The father states that after coming back from the theme park, his daughter told him that she was scared of going back. But it wasn't because she was afraid of the rides, but because of something else. It was only after looking back at the footage he took that he understood why his daughter was so afraid. This is what he caught. Be sure to look closely, or you'll miss it.
I saw nothing.
Right behind his daughter, there appears to be a hand coming out of nowhere.
Oh, that is creepy. Actually, fuck that. I don't like that.
The scariest part about this, though, is the fact that it seems to be reaching out to her. But something else was caught on camera that also went unnoticed. Earlier in the video, the father is recording a boat that's passing by, when out of nowhere, he captures this.
don't like it. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
I honestly have no explanation for this, but I have plenty of questions. I can't help but think that this might have been the same hand that appears later on. But what's even more creepy about this is that it seems to be trying to get the father's attention. Or could it be that it was trying to get the daughter's? There has yet to be an explanation for this, but as always, what are your thoughts? Ali Aslan is inside an abandoned house that's located in the middle of nowhere. There have only been a couple of people who've checked out this place, but not a single person had caught anything as unusual as Ali had when he paid a visit to this house. Ali is exploring the place when all of a sudden, this happens.
Like, we've seen some really creepy ones from this channel. These have been lame.
Bismillah.
Why are you... This is self-inflicted. Why are you here? The fuck is that?
Allahu Ekber.
Why are you in here? It looks like it's windy outside.
Now,
so.
it's worth mentioning
And a
that
lot of
during
the
the time of
windows are
this
open.
recording, it was raining. It could be that the strange noises were actually caused by the storm outside.
Probably.
That could be the case. But what happens afterward, as Ali exits the house, is beyond explanation. What he caught on camera is perhaps the creepiest encounter he's had. Be sure to pay close attention, or you'll miss it.
What was it? Oh, that's John. That's a Jinn. Is there a whole world on its own? That would scare the shit out of me.
Ali doesn't know what to make of this, but if there's one thing that most viewers can agree on, it's that this person or thing was most likely observing Ali during the time he was inside. If that's not creepy, then I don't know what is. Ryan Holst writes, "So I was just sitting at home alone, the parents were out, and I kept hearing the weird sounds again, but this time I decided to record for a change, and this is what I caught. Really creepy."
What the f? This is what I mean.
Oh, the lights.
Crazy sh**. Is it like heaven? Hello? Oh my god.
That's a glitch. It's pretty consistent. I think it's just a light going out.
Oh my. Oh.
Something fell.
Phone's upstairs. Oh my.
Do you say someone's upstairs?
I could. I'm leaving the lights on. I swear to I seen something. Right. Right.
Turn the lights on, not off.
There's my phone.
What the fuck?
Perhaps this might have been a stranger who broke in.
Yeah.
Intruder or ghost. It's unknown as to who or what was inside Ryan's house. Ellen Melbergstead is on her way to a doctor's appointment and is taking a shortcut through a park to get there. The video takes place in Sweden during the winter time, so it's mostly dark during the day. As she's on her way to the hospital, Ellen takes out her phone and begins to record. But little does she know that she's about to capture something downright creepy. Check this out.
Melmurder den här veckan och jag undrar vad han kommer ställa för diagnos på mig.
Fuck that.
Det är så jävla
Fuck that. I don't like it. No. No. I don't like that. I don't like it. That's a no.
It was only after viewers had pointed this out that Ellen had noticed it. There appears to be a figure peeking at Ellen from behind a tree. It's unclear as to who or what this might have been, but viewers think that this could have been a ghost. Whatever it might have been, Ellen will most likely be taking a different route from now on. Grisel Luna is conducting a paranormal investigation at a place where human remains were found. The site has been abandoned for a while and is known to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. While checking out one of the rooms inside the building, this happens.
Vamos a iniciar por esta.
I mean, if you don't want to be seen, would you not peek sideways?
Se ve que hay algunos muebles antiguos.
Why would you go inside here? Why are we doing this?
Que ya están. ¡Ay! No, 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 ¿viste? Melissa se movió.
Why'd you go closer to it? Why'd you do that? What are you doing?
¿Viste? Melissa se movió. Ay, Dios mío. Pero ya acabamos de llegar, sí estaba moviendo, ¿verdad? Yo vi como que se movió esto.
Later on, Grisel goes outside and finds something pretty disturbing.
Pues esto es como un hueso, ¿no? ¿Cómo que un hueso? Ay, pero ¿qué es eso?
What the fuck?
Ay, Dios. Espérate, no lo agarres. No, pero... ¿Qué es esto?
No, put it back. Put it back. Don't touch it. No. No. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Why would you? Don't. Anytime. No. 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 Why would you touch it? If you ever seen anything bound, chat, buried in the water, in a bottle in the water, you don't touch it. It's there for a reason. Don't touch it. No, put it back. Put it back. Put it back. I hate it.
Ay, Dios. Tiene un hueso. ¿Cómo?
Don't undo. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
I'm not sure if picking up the bone was a good idea, because what happens next might have been the result of having done so.
Que es momento de retirarnos.
The fuck?
Porque... Ay, no mames, no mames, no mames.
No way. I'm so sorry the way it sounds. Could that have been someone staying in the truck bed? Yes. Could that have been someone sleeping in the truck bed? Yes. Still. So it's not about what, I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but most metaphysical practices, when they involve binding, like which is also wrapping something in ribbon, twine, etc., and it's been wrapped in it, it can be a curse, it can be a seal, it can be preventing something from happening, it can be a protection thing. Regardless, don't fucking touch it. Don't touch it. Regardless, some shit you don't fuck with. Anything that's, I don't care what practice it is. If you bind something, I'm touching nothing. And then bearing it. Yeah, exactly. Just don't touch it.
It's not clear as to what happened here, but whatever occurred, I'm sure it wasn't good, as given by the history of this place. Facebook user Yingy Vong writes, "So something crazy happened tonight. My motion activated security camera turned on. I grabbed my phone to see a live feed of what was happening outside. I couldn't believe what I saw."
That's wind. That's wind. The pedals are fixed. Oh, that's weird. Alright, well. The ghosts want to play too.
Talk about Ghost Rider. If the tricycle had installed...
Bub. Bub, what are we doing? What are we doing?
stopped and turned, I would have guessed the wind moved it. But, as you can see, that doesn't seem to be the case.
The secondary motion is weird.
Susie Somori lives in a 3-story house with lots of stairs and several rooms. Out of all the rooms, there's one in particular that she stays away from. On the 3rd floor, there's a large, vacant room with a painting of a sun on one of its walls. She doesn't know why, but there's something about this painting that makes her feel very uneasy. It might be the ambience of the room, but she can't help but feel like the painting is responsible for the dreaded feeling she gets whenever she walks in.
The house is
So,
gorgeous.
thinking it's all in her head, she tries her best to ignore this feeling. But then, one night, Susie encounters something that scared the living daylights out of her. Susie is home alone when she captures the following on camera.
All right. Do we have clowns? It's giving creepy clown.
Susie ends the video there, but little does she know that things were about to get worse. One day, Susie's niece is playing inside the room, and while spying on her, she captures this.
This diva.
Do you want this or do I keep it? I'm tired. I'm hungry.
Her niece appears to be talking to the painting
Yeah, those
as
are
though
kids.
she's having a conversation with it. Susie didn't like this, and so she asked her as to who she was talking to. This is what she said.
Did you like him?
Yeah, Gilbert's like one of my best friends.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. I think the man that used to live here painted it.
Is Gilbert friendly? Does he speak to you?
Yeah,
What does he say?
because I don't pray.
I don't pray. Sorry?
Susie doesn't know what to make of this. It seems that her niece had befriended Gilbert, the painting on the wall. She's made an imaginary friend.
You can
But the
take,
things said
get
by the
rid of the
so-called
painting.
friend
This is
doesn't
easy.
sit well with Susie. And so, she decides to spy on her once more. But this time, she captures something even more strange. Her niece appears to be looking for something underneath the floorboard. It was only after her niece had fallen asleep that she decided to investigate the spot. She checks it out and ends up finding something disturbing. Take a look.
Kids are weird.
Looks like it comes up.
That's incredibly loose. You've never checked that before? Do you have a flashlight? What is that? Oh, it's like a tablet? It's like a writing tablet? sorry. That's I would all, you know what? If I buy an old house, chat, and then I move out of it one day, I'm absolutely hiding a Ouija board in the floorboards. I'm sorry. That's really, really funny.
Needless to say, Susie was speechless. What's more strange
I'm gonna
about
do
this
that, chat.
is the Ouija board itself. If you look closely, the board appears to have the same painting of the sun that's on the wall.
Hardly.
This can't be
no,
a coincidence.
barely.
Susie is certain
Barely.
that the board is somehow connected to the painting.
Gilbert. His name is clearly Gilbert. Are
This
you naming him
unsettling
Gilbert?
discovery has led Susie into researching the history of her home. And, after much research, she found this.
Here is a photo of the house from 1916 and it was built in 1902. So this would be the first or one of the first families to live in this house. As you can see, there are 6 people present in the photo. I'm looking at the English census records. I found that the father would be called John, the mother was called Maud. Next to her on the balcony is her daughter Dorothy. The birth of a little boy called Gilbert was also registered here in 1911. So he would be about 5 or 6 in this photo. I'm unsure why he's not with the rest of his family in the photo, what they did to him. I just have an overwhelming feeling that something really terrible happened to him at the hands of his own family.
Why?
The weirdest part is that this is where the sun painting is situated in the house. That's his room.
Okay, yeah, he wanted to be in his room. He didn't want to be in the photo.
Gilbert was the name of a child who used to live in her house and whose room has the painting of the sun, which seems to have been named after him. She has yet to post more info on the history of her home. For now, she continues researching in the hopes of putting an end to this mystery. Is Gilbert the supposed ghost that talks to her niece? Or is it something else? A group of friends are at a fair, riding the pirate ship ride, when one of them captures something disturbing on camera. The person who caught this writes, "Before coming to this fair, I've heard stories of a woman who had tragically died after falling off from one of the rides here, but that was many years ago. This video was taken in 2008 at around 10 p.m. This is what was captured. Be sure to pay close attention to the background or you'll miss it."
The background? I think I've seen this. Is there a face in the background of the ride? Why are we filming our shirt?
At first, there are 4 people sitting next to each other, but then a few seconds later, there's one less person.
Oh. This isn't that scary. That's just... It's just the angle. This isn't that scary.
It appears that the passenger on the left has disappeared. The man recording this has no idea as to who she is and still doesn't know to this day. However, he can't help but think that this might have been the woman who had tragically died at this fair many years ago. Viewers think so too, and have even pointed out that her face looks injured in a couple of frames. Now that's creepy. But of course, what do you think? Was a ghost caught on camera? Or was this all just an illusion? As always, feel free to let me know what you think.
This is dumb. I think this is dumb.
My husband works nights at a high school that was built in 1877. He's always told me it's been haunted, and he has seen and heard weird stuff. But with the schools being closed since COVID, things have been a little strange recently. Last night, they had some construction workers in, and one of the guys was freaking out
the dad I
because
think
he
had
said someone
clown
kept
face
whispering
paint
in
on.
his ear, and he didn't seem to believe my husband when he said that the school was haunted. Later, one of my husband's colleagues saw something in his peripheral vision a couple of times, so he took a picture where he kept seeing it. This is what he caught on camera.
I don't like that. No. No.
This is that one kid who slept in class and nobody woke up. In all seriousness though,
Why is he
this
standing
photo
up like
remains a
that?
mystery, but I can't help but think that the history of the school might give an explanation to this image.
I don't like it.
All in all, this photo is pretty creepy.
It's Flashback Mary. It's James Charles.
Emax is a ghost hunter on YouTube who explores abandoned places. Not too long ago, he explored an abandoned hospital in Taiwan where he encountered strange activity. He decides to revisit that same hospital in the hopes of capturing more activity, and he actually does, but it may have been more than he expected.
Why is it so loud in here? No. Nah.
Oh my god.
No.
There's no doubting that Emax was left feeling spooked, but all of this pales in comparison to what happens next.
Oh yeah, he's snoozing up the spirit box. What?
Holy shit.
What movement? That's from you walking in the room, dude.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know what that is, but it looks like there's empty open windows, like, so it could definitely be made by wind. There is a thing called a cross draft that also does affect things. Like, you may not feel like there's wind, but simply by the fact that you have multiple windows and doors open, it can cause like a cross breeze.
Oh my god.
This is weird. I will give him that.
Coming back to this place might have upset the ghost that haunts it. Slamming the door repeatedly kind of makes it seem like it was irritated by Emax's return. With activity like this, it makes you wonder if a poltergeist was present, or if it was something else. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost
how much
videos you'd
more
like
of
me to
this
check
is there?
out
I'm
and
actually
include in the
annoyed.
next compilation, you can send them over
This
to
is gonna be the last video, 'cause Bizarre Bub is irritating me.
scaryvideos444@gmail.com.
These are bad
That being said, let's get back to the video. Marlene White is inside her bathroom when she captures something really creepy on camera. Marlene writes, "Please tell me that I'm not crazy." Here's the video she posted, along with the text-to-speech voice that she uses to explain what's going on.
What the hell is this? I only have one baby at my house today. The rest of them are with grandma. You can clearly hear my baby in the living room crying.
That's super weird.
I was on the toilet when I felt like something was watching me. I've been on edge ever since I took a
Is it
picture and my
inside
dad was behind
the-
me by the door. So I decided to turn the camera on and record. This is not my dad. I don't know what it is.
Open the the shower. That's a child. Open the shower.
I know you've seen it move before and after I gasped.
Who are you?
Open, finish using the bathroom, get up, and open the shower door.
Hello?
Now, it kind of looks like someone is standing inside. Maybe it's one of her children. But Marlene disproves this notion by showing us what it would actually look like if one of her children were standing inside.
Stand in the shower real quick so I can show people something, please. Shut the door. Dang, you colorful, boy. Okay, you can get out. Come here, child.
Let me place my children in the shower so you know I'm not lying.
This is literally what you guys want. Like,
No, I don't want you making your kid cry. Why are you doing this? You full on plate. Why are we doing this?
that was not my babies in the shower. Please.
Come here, child.
There's no way. Say there's no way. I would never get in that scary thing. I'm so scared.
Why'd you not open the shower?
Marlene has no idea as to what this might be, but viewers can't help but think that this might have been a ghost. But what do you think? Ghost or illusion? If you hate dolls, then you'll probably want to skip this one, as what's captured in it is just terrifying. A girl is playing with her doll when the following happens. Be sure to pay close attention to the doll, or you'll miss it.
And Kaliana, how was this video to you?
The doll ones creep me out.
Good? Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Kaliana. You are a good sport. So, Kaliana, what?
These kids have better survival instincts than most of the adults in these compilations. The kids are like, get me out. Hi, this thing moved. I don't like it. Take it.
As she plays with her toy, the doll moves its head all on its own. Now, it could be that the doll has a built-in feature that allows it to move, but based on how she
Most
reacted
American
upon
Girl
seeing
dolls
this,
don't, and
it
it
seems
looks
like
like
this
an
wasn't a
American Girl
feature
doll.
built into the doll. Viewers seem to agree and suggest that the doll is haunted, but as always, I'll let you be the judge of that. The video you're about to see was posted by Andy Winehouse, who in a follow-up video recorded this.
Okay, for anybody asking, this is my family home. I grew up here, and we've never had a single experience like this.
Okay. What'd you do? Who summoned what?
I don't know what is going on. I'm getting a lot of comments saying I'm doing it for views, and I'm doing it for
They're
likes.
pretty sturdy dolls. I don't think it would just automatically turn from the weight of the hair like that.
I'm not. Don't like the video, don't comment if you don't want to.
Okay.
I just need somebody who knows what this is. Please reach out.
What is it?
I don't care if it's in a comment or privately, just please reach out. And please just help me. I don't know what to tell my wife when she gets home. I can't afford a hotel for the night. We're doing a remodel in the bathroom. And everything's just going to right now. And I'm not trying to be dramatic about this, but I have no idea what to do. And everybody in the comments all day has just been freaking me out. And I want to think this is just in my head, but I keep listening to it over and over and over
What's
again.
happening?
Is somebody please reach out with an answer or some help or something.
What is it?
As you can tell by the video, Andy is in total shock and cannot process the strange incident that took place inside his home. Luckily, he was able to record this incident in case no one believed him. Andy writes, "I don't know what to do at this point. Things got weird last night, and I had to sleep in my car. I am safe, but I am not doing well, and I need help. This is what he caught.
Okay.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. What I told you. Come here.
Andy
Yeah,
can rest assured
fuck
that he's
that.
not losing his mind, as the video shows that someone or something is mimicking his own voice.
I don't like that.
It's up to you to decide as to whether or not something supernatural was caught on camera. Andy is certain that he did,
Okay, editing.
but for now, the video remains a mystery and is left open to interpretation. Laura Honigan posted the following video after capturing footage of something creepy on her baby monitor. Her daughter is resting in her crib when Laura all of a sudden gets a bad feeling. She promptly runs to her
All
daughter's
right, they got
room
one more
and
video
sees
to
that she's
entertain me,
okay.
chat. Then we're cutting it.
But little does she know that something was captured on her baby monitor before she had entered the room.
2021,
It's
a
worth
week.
mentioning
week
that
year
no
for
one was
videos.
upstairs at the time of this recording. Laura writes, "I'm f***ing terrified.
All right.
This is what was caught."
Let's see.
Was this 28-7 Kentucky threatening to go up even more, and he's well aware of the outside noise, the rumors, the rumblings, the pressure. He said, listen.
All right.
It appears that a pair of legs were caught on camera. Here's a follow-up video Laura had made in response to this creepy footage.
There was legs that were walking, it looked like legs, that were walking out of her room. And her window is locked. There's no other entrance to that room, literally. And you never seen nothing going in. It just was legs going out. You seen me come in, come out, and then you see those legs go out, and then you see me come upstairs to get her and go out.
Laura doesn't know what to make of this. What's
I'm
strange
calling it.
about this?
I'm calling it. I'm calling it, chat. This is dumb. We're getting dumb. Bub, 2021, not a good year for spooky videos, apparently. Not the year. Not the year for them. Just know. Let's see. Wow, no one is left. All right, we might just end it, chat. No one's really live right now. I always like Rainbot. Yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks for streaming. We might just do a sound off. I'll be live tomorrow. Maybe we'll go live earlier. I'll try and do a 1 p.m. if you guys are up for it. Old man's son is also old man. Alrighty. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.